Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining Castle Mac this Sunday evening for the Curse of Strahd, as we hope you do every Sunday. We are rock and roll with a new setup. We have a new machine driving all the innards of the Twitch, so apologize about not having music at the intro. Thank you, Wiley, for pointing that out. We will correct it on the next break. Guys, this is exciting. We are picking up in Arginvostholt. At the end of last session, we found the old dilapidated mansion, and the party entered the grand foyer of Arginvostholt. And I think I'm going to reread the description of the room, but as you will recall, they saw the shadow of a dragon kind of sweep across from an unseen light source and disappear and hear a kind of loud hiss. I will say this map, y'all, is not to scale. These are 10-foot squares instead of 5-foot squares. Okay. We just got real big. We're going to switch to a battle mode when and if, probably an if, not a when, there are any fights inside our game.
In that case,
there would never be.
I'm good.
So, speaking of inspiration, Castle Mac home rule. House rule, we hand out these little orange beads right here, which are player abilities to give to their fellow players for inspiration.
And I got to start with one because I said something really cool last time.
Where'd mine go?
What was it?
You get to keep it if you remember what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I do.
Started with it, so.
Give me a second. I said Esme is fighting 2 monsters now.
Oh, hey, Keith just subscribed. Thank you, Keith. That was very sweet of you.
I just
got man.
Thanks, Keith.
Keith just
I'm so sorry. Keith won up you. Frankly, Keith, a little more important right now.
Like, Keith, that's cool and all, but, like, I was doing things.
A little more important about Keith. I'm sorry, what was the thing? Because I did completely tune it out when I saw the note of the subscription come through, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Are you?
I'm so sorry. I'm medium sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Your couch is ready.
There is a degree of sorry. The degree of sorry is not as high as the excitement for Keith, but I'm sorry. Can you seriously repeat what it was? Because I forgot.
Yeah.
She's fighting 2 monsters now.
Oh, no, you took it away from me.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Take it away, Raymond!
That was good. That was really solid.
Did you see that thunder? It just got stolen.
Oh, were you going to say something?
Who are you?
All right, so I am going to reread the description that you all saw for the massive grand foyer of Arginvostholt, and then we will hand it over to you all, and I will kind of describe what's going on with this map as it unfolds. This room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads up to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from an iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from this foyer along the walls. Displayed on marble pedestals are 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust and its pedestal has been knocked over, and their shattered remains lie strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders. And again, as the party entered, they saw the shadow of a dragon. Could be silver, could be another color. I don't know what color it might be.
Was it a lich?
Yeah, that was awesome. You saw the shadow of a dragon fly across, heard a loud hiss, and it sort of disappeared into the darkness.
Quick question while we're in here. The busts that are standing.
Yes.
Do any of them share the likeness of Sergei?
Great question. As you look at them, no, they do not. But that was an excellent thought. They do not bear the resemblance of Sergei. In fact, they look like a different. What's the right way to say it? Like a different ancestry.
Gotcha.
Like they don't have the same kind of sharp features. You know, he looked very what we would consider Eastern European, I guess. Kind of, you know, for whatever that looks like, I guess. But yeah, these do look completely different, but they're strikingly handsome, and they all bear a strange resemblance. Is this maybe their family?
And we did know that was it St. Andrew's bones? Like he was part of the Order of the Silver Dragon or Markovia?
Yeah, so great questions. I don't think either of them were part of the Silver Dragons, but there was a nobleman.
Okay, I couldn't remember when we were getting the bones of that.
Yeah, that nobleman, you did get some of the name. Let me see if I can remember what the name was.
After a late night at the Memory Palace, it's not what it was.
It's been destroyed.
I can't remember his name, but I mean, you know that there was essentially a dragon named Argynvost, and from your understanding, he took a human form and sort of formed this order of knights. It did good in the valley before Strahd's arrival.
Right.
They were an order of holy paladins, essentially.
Got it.
Any other summary background information you guys want to cover kind of before we allow everyone to explore this mansion? You know that you have one of the fortunes of Ravenloft pointed you to Argynvost.
Can you read that, please?
This is the one that will make sure that's right. Yep. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy, which is what we're searching for here. Yep.
Alright.
Knowledge of your enemy.
There's some history that we'll get.
Some
And seeing that this was here before Strahd,
I didn't realize that.
I didn't until he just said it, actually.
Yeah, I think you found that at some point. Hopefully, I didn't. Just
No. I remember it. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Like.
It's on a placard in the foyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Boom,
says
done.
Argynvost here before Strahd.
We was here first.
Circa before Strahd.
Circa, yeah.
Does the bust that's broken? I don't know.
How does
Does
it
look like it was?
broken?
I mean, could it have fallen over,
Or
or does it
broken
look
range?
like it was clearly had to be shoved?
It looks like it was clearly shoved.
Okay.
Like the pedestal is a couple feet away. Like it had clearly the trajectory took it pretty far away and shattered kind of across.
Okay.
Does look like it was maybe disturbed. And in fact, the place is, sepulchral. It's old and it's dusty and
Was it like really far, like someone angrily like threw it, or just like?
it was about 3 feet.
Okay.
Roughly a isosceles triangle from its height to its
Again.
final resting place.
Interesting.
Hedge starts looking around on the ground. Like he gets kind of. I mean, he's looking for tracks, but he does it almost like animalistic, where he's
Sure.
kind of down on the ground, kind of like sniffing a little bit and kind of scurrying about.
Why don't you make me a survival check?
14.
You do find signs of footprints, mostly in the dust. It's difficult to tell how recent they are, and in fact, even as you scurry, the dust kicks up, and there's, where there's rays of light coming in through the windows, the dust just hangs suspended. They look to be footprints of all different sizes.
Okay.
You rarely see them.
But they look humanoid.
Yes, they all look humanoid, and none of them appear to be traveling in any groups. Like, you almost never see, 5 that seem to have all gone to the same place. They sort of all seem to be similar. And some of them seem to be investigating the busts. Some of them kind of disappear into all of the other
This could
doors.
be anyone stopping coming up here. Okay.
So this map represents the foyer. This is the downstairs. Whoops.
And this is where we looked in and then triggered the shadow dragon
That
coming
is,
through.
well, I don't think you quite looked in there. I think we kind of rolled that back since it was getting a little late. Just kind of coming in triggered the
Understood.
dragon.
Understood.
These are the stairs that lead up. Up here are balconies. You can't see up there. So I'm going to draw upstairs separately as you go up there.
Are these
These
doors
are downstairs.
Okay,
This
thank
is
you.
all the main floor.
All right.
It's a big place. It's a big old mansion. On your way in, you did see that the right side, which I think is the south side, is destroyed.
Yeah.
You could see it. Some of the rooms were still kind of half intact, but it looked like it had suffered.
I think Caecilius would walk over to the smashed bust and, start kind of pushing it over with the edge of his sword. Clearly somebody was angered by this. Perhaps one of the order that turned against them. Some jealousy. Frequently paladins will shun one who breaks their oath.
Or Strahd.
Could have been Strahd.
Can we see what the bust was of?
Yeah, as you kind of piece pieces together, you find a nose and the face. Looks to be another kind of handsome man in this line.
Like a helmet on them or anything?
No, they look very noble though. Okay. They look regal. In fact, two of them have a circlet kind of etched into it. The other ones just have short cropped hair. They have a noble look about them.
How many busts are there?
There were 4. There's now 3 because one was shattered.
What do the other does it look like? A female, a male, and 2 other males?
They're all men.
Oh,
they
all
all
men.
look to be roughly the same age. They all look to be roughly the same family, same ancestry at the very least.
Also seems that, like the rest of Barovia, they inherit their lives, inherit their orders. Doubt there's much choice.
Another thing is, there are no longer any of this order left, so maybe this toppled bust was the reason why.
Could be.
Balashar begs to differ. Is Balashar with you inside? Again, the doors were 10 feet wide.
I guess so. If it could come in, then yeah, I would bring.
How do we know it was an
Your
order?
skeleton horse.
I'm behind.
The Order of the Silver Dragon. I guess you've learned that from a couple of different places.
Yeah, I think
right?
the first person was the priest in Barovia.
Danovich.
Right,
Danovich, yep.
And we knew that they were here. The Order of the Silver Dragon was here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think he was the first person we told about the card, the reading.
The fortunes. And he was also like, oh, you're a dragon. And then he was like, oh, well, there used to be some sort of silver dragon here at some point in lore, but...
And Esme knows that silver dragons were on their side at the Well of Dragons, so I think that I would feel not comfortable here, but also, like, not necessarily, like, doomed. You know?
Maybe. If it's all not like, undead.
Yeah, an undead silver dragon might change.
Heads can
my
turn
feelings.
us into eagles. We can face it.
No. Alright, so we're just at the entrance right now.
Well, you're in this grand foyer, right, which has the beautiful,
shattered statue.
Yeah,
and...
shattered statue, beautiful mosaic floors, the chandeliers.
the mosaic floor, does it make a specific sigil?
No, it's not a design. It's just like a...
Decorative?
Yeah, it's not art, or it's not an image that you could recognize. It's just decorative.
Okay.
But it is beautiful. It's kind of these light, where at one time was beautiful. You have to kind of rub the dust away,
Sure.
but you can see light blues and whites, maybe even some glass in places.
What's beyond that?
What do you mean?
Like, when you walk forward, what's...
Well, you see the stairs leading up here,
Okay.
and then
6
Is
doors.
it, is it
underneath.
a balcony? Like, can you
Yes.
see up top?
yeah.
These are
These are the big stone balconies raised by pillars here.
Mhm.
This is all the bottom floor, so these doors are underneath those balconies. Hence the dashed lines.
Oh, okay.
This will be the upstairs when
Can
you
you-
decide to head up there.
Can I see anything?
Not really. It's pretty high. It's like 20 feet up, so
Mhm.
you can't really see beyond it. It looks like maybe a hallway opens up over here,
Okay.
and maybe what once was over there. But out here, you can actually see daylight kind of streaming in.
Okay.
Hedge kind of walks up, kind of behind. Caecilius tugs on his cloak.
Okay, so this will turn.
What are we looking for?
Honestly, I'm not fully sure. There's some history here we need to uncover, but we shouldn't leave any stone unturned.
So a library?
Could be.
You know castles, right? You're a knight.
Of sorts.
Where would the library be?
Most likely wherever the Lord Commander of this place was, or if they had a
some sort of spellcaster that resided here. Scholar of some sort. Most orders have those. But
Up or down?
could be either.
Oops, sorry, Sean, you're completely out of frame. Whoop. There we go.
Can we move it
Sorry about that.
down?
You angle it down a little bit.
Thank you, Wiley, for pointing that out. I did not even notice it.
Is that my better angle?
Man,
Yeah, you're
didn't
right.
even notice it.
Dude, I wasn't looking at it, okay? There was a lot of things I juggle. There's some spinning plates. As y'all come into the door, I'm like, okay, it's the Millennium Falcon up in here. I'm like, she's gonna hold together, baby. That's how this works.
He's stupid. So I'll say like I want to figure out everything we can about this place, so let's move.
If we're looking for knowledge that would be kept closer towards the leader's quarters, I assume, or more common area, rather than in the Great Hall, where things can easily grow legs and walk out the front door.
Without a doubt. Just wanted to see what we're looking at. Yeah.
I think Esme selfishly really wants to try to find a library. She also doesn't want to tell anyone that.
Makes sense.
You want to try to find information on it?
Mm-hmm. Try not to let on like how worried I am.
Yeah. I mean, that's got to be the absolute worst
It's like absolutely weighing on me.
Mm-hmm. And you're like nervously watching as it starts getting darker and darker.
And you would notice every once in a while Hedge kind of
Well,
yeah.
look
like-
at you through this like massive hair
Like I probably
with concern, but at the same time kind
A
of
little bit like, I'm gonna.
Well,
do
I
my
probably
best.
feel really. I probably feel really good with Hedge nearby because I know that he has Moonbeam.
True.
Like
We
I'd
have seen
probably
it work.
I'd probably want him close by.
Yeah.
But also just I don't know. I'm like terrified of hurting the party and becoming like a fixture in Barovia because of what I am.
Osprey, my friend, I feel it will be difficult for you to traverse further. You might want to wait here.
He just bows his head and like lowers to make it easy for you to climb off.
With that, I guess Caecilius would almost be shaken out of it and look back at Balashar. I mean, look deep into his hollow eyes and have,
Just staring at a skeletal horse.
Was one of these your master?
He doesn't seem to react other than to kind of stamp as if... I think it's fairly easy to get that he may be communicating in the negative. Like,
Has Balashar communicated in the past? I can't
not
remember.
really. Balashar,
Is it, like,
Balashar is intelligent,
telepathic or
but
anything?
not necessarily telepathy, as he can communicate with his horse
Yeah.
Osprey telepathically. Balashar's intelligence is raised to a 6 as a result of his spell.
So like
to
non-verbal
summon it.
communication.
So he is smart. I mean, he understands what's being said.
I mean, and it also telepathic. It doesn't necessarily talk back, but it understands.
It
any
understands.
command
Correct.
I give it
So it
without
understands the
yelling it out.
question without doubt. And its response is such that would seem to be negative. Like it kind of shakes its head a little bit, would maybe make a whinnying noise, but
If it
can't. Yeah,
had
just your bones kind of rattling a little bit.
So creepy.
What's on the walls down here?
Are there tapestries or anything?
Well, there is the big tapestry right here, right at on the staircase landing. That is a noble in silver shining armor. He's holding a sword, and there's like a bright sunlight behind it. It's now covered in dust.
Nice.
Besides that, it is nice. You see, there's arches kind of holding up the balconies and carved columns, but no other art or anything like that.
As a regular person, I don't like. I know that the way that monuments are built, like if a horse's leg is up, it means one thing or another.
That's an urban legend.
Is
I
it?
used to think it was true too, but it's not really.
Okay,
Artists don't.
So you can't
subscribe to
really
that.
deduce anything based on the stance.
Artists
from
don't
the-
ascribe to
So-
that at all.
How
I
big
tried.
is this
I
tapestry?
thought that was
I tried.
true.
I tried.
I that was one of those I was like, well, you know, if one horse is up, he died in battle. But there's tons of
But you
that's
know
just
where
not
I
true
heard that?
for
It was for no.
I know. Spreading disinformation. What were you gonna say,
My
right?
whole
How
life
heavy
is a
is the
lie.
tapestry?
How heavy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty huge, and it's held by 2 rods. Like metal rods are
okay.
kind of screwed into the wall. You could take it down, but you'd probably have to slash it or at least yank those free.
So I would probably like to just head into the first room. I probably wouldn't even say anything because I'm kind of on a mission.
Okay.
Do any of the tracks I saw go up the stairs?
Some do, yeah. Again, they look old. I mean,
Okay.
you can see where they were maybe in the dust, but have now had dust
on
on
top of
them.
them.
You don't look like you're hot on anyone's heels. I'll say that.
I would like to open the door on the left.
First door on the left?
Mhm.
Okay. So here's...
I kind of turn around and like look at everyone to make sure that they know I'm doing it. But,
I would.
Wayland's
but
you-
no one else is doing anything
Yeah, Wayland's
yet.
gonna
So
just
As
kinda
you
like
look
shrug.
over, I'm going to just say, Esme, be careful. Every time we've gone through a door or downstairs or upstairs or into another room, anywhere, we've been attacked by undead or vampires.
well, isn't that just Barovia for you?
Yeah, I guess I'll get the spear. The old.
I mean,
spear ready.
I'll have my maul out, obviously, but
I mean, I've had sword and shield out for sure.
Yeah, I'd imagine everyone is fully armed.
yeah.
Wouldn't catch you on that. So you see...
And can I verify we are level 7?
you are level 7. You,
And we
you
have
may
not
verify
had
that
a
officially.
long rest.
We
or
have
anything.
had a long rest.
You have. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna throw up mage armor real quick.
Do it.
Okay. So you all, I presume, enter this room. In fact, if you want to just use a bead for the party's position, you guys can do whatever you want, but this wood-paneled den has been ransacked. Its furnishings have been completely tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between two narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagus made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved on the lid.
Did you say the north wall?
Yeah, and I may have had my...
That was west, right?
Yes, that is the west wall. Yep, so here you go.
The queen's
Sarcophagus.
effigy.
So it's like a
a queen.
sculpture?
It's a woman carved
just
like
Googled
this.
effigy.
She's got a high crown, almost like a Egyptian-looking crown,
Yeah.
covered in dust.
So no one's been in here other than when they ransacked it on the left, it looks like.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Anything
In
else
fact,
in
you
there?
can see that the sarcophagus is slightly open.
I want to go and go up to the sarcophagus and I want to like poke at it with my maul and try to like open it further.
All right. You see Esme kind of take the...
Oh, actually, do you have the... I can't remember. Do you have the light cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
I do too. So I will, I couldn't remember. Light my maul with light and then I'll try to like poke around in the...
Awesome.
Like,
The torch
like a
maul.
flashlight.
Yeah, you kind of cautiously put it up against the sarcophagus and it creaks as it opens. And as you open it, you can see the shelves have been installed, and you see 3 empty wine bottles kind of lolling about, filled with dust. Looks like it was converted as a wine vessel. As you do that, you all hear and a fire lights in the cold, dead hearth. And as you turn, the fire forms, rises, coalesces, and suddenly turns into a small dragon form. And it actually paces inside the hearth. And as it does, smoke forms the shape of its wings. And they sort of hiss and disappear. And it stops, and it sits. And you all are looking at it, just orange light filling the room. And it's, just flickering flame, so the image is sort of a little bit blurry, but sometimes when it moves, you can clearly see a dragon's head, and it says, or a voice rather, booms in the room, "My knights have fallen to darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost." And there's a faint haze in the room.
In Draconic, I mean, he would just kind of yell out, like,
I swear on oath, we will return your knights to you.
As you do that, you hear a kind of a whistling wind.
Wayland's gonna grab that stone and ask, who did they fall to? Yeah.
You get no response.
Ugh, frustrating. Alright.
It would make sense. That would be a cruel joke of Barovia to turn the holy knights, now in their death, to darkness.
Is it Barovia or is it Strahd?
They are one and the same now. Until we defeat him.
They could have been different at a time, though.
I have no doubt that they were. I mean, I'll still kind of search around the room. I know it's been ransacked. Is there like a rug or anything?
Why don't you make me an investigation check, my duder?
Deuteronomy?
6.
You poke around, don't really find anything of value. There is a rug here. It looks pretty worn and faded. Everything does look like it's been ransacked, as if someone already dug through it and looted it.
The valuables.
Right, the valuables are missing.
Did this fire apparition leave a trace on the rug? Did it burn holes in the rug where
Good
it's
question. It did not. It never came out. It never left the stone of the hearth.
Okay, gotcha.
It was, about this big in the fireplace.
Is there any physical traces that it left, or did it just kind of...
Yeah, there's some ash in the fireplace right now.
You said that the sarcophagus is made into like a wine cabinet.
Yes.
Are there glasses anywhere? Does it look like
looks
a
like
serving
all that's
room?
been stolen.
Okay.
It looks like a den. It's wood paneled. Like it's got like those blocks of wood,
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it was at some time very cozy. It's a pretty small room, nice big hearth.
Okay.
It looks like people came in here, drank wine.
Got
This
it.
was the hangout room.
Okay. So I would say it doesn't look like we're going to find anything in here. Let's move on.
We found a dragon. Even now, in death. The dragon's lair is none to trifle with. It's impressive. We hesitate a second, looking at it. Yes. So that's a door on the north side.
Door
too.
right there. Yep.
I would kind of regard like, oh, I didn't even think like Caecilius would think that was pretty tight about the dragon, because Esme is just like, oh, whatever. But like, now that you say that.
I mean, Caecilius is pretty reverent, I think, the whole time.
Yeah.
And he will be. I mean,
Right.
he's definitely best. I mean, I don't think he's slouching on danger, but
Yeah,
Right.
I just...
as we enter rooms, I think he runs his hands across the walls and the doors.
Yeah, I think you are feeling a little bit of a kinship with this place. I mean, there's not so much yet, but obviously the statue outside, like there is dragon motif, which frankly is not all that common even in Faerun, right? You're not going to Golden Leaf and Nithbis has put a bunch of dragon statues everywhere. There may be some revering the silver dragons or whatever, but this is...
I mean, outside of temples, I
Right.
imagine it wouldn't.
Right, outside of
wouldn't be
temples of
there.
Behemoth.
And it's not exactly like Tiamat has temples people are visiting in urban areas.
That's right.
Waylon's gonna open this door on the north side, kind of like shield first almost.
Cool.
Push through that, see what's there.
Sounds good to me. All right, let me draw it out for you. Not a big change here.
What's everyone's attitude going into this?
Bluer doors. I'm just trying to make it clear for you guys.
Waylon's pretty excited. He believes the secret to taking down Strahd is not martial, it is in fact through knowledge. So he's looking for any... He kind of believes there's going to be a secret text to almost like an Achilles heel of Strahd that they need to find, because he's kind of wigged out of the way Strahd kicked their asses last time
Mhm.
they interacted.
And it's not so much as like who's stronger, it's more
Yeah.
of like who's got the...
So he's kind of looking for a secret weapon almost and some sort of knowledge. And
All right, you enter this small little chamber. Tattered velvet drapes cover tall, slender windows that encircle this parlor. The furnishings are completely covered in dust and cobwebs and lie in complete disarray. A damaged brass chandelier hangs from the ceiling, which is covered with a faded mural that depicts metallic dragons and colorful birds flying beneath white clouds, as if you were looking up and they're flying over. You can see their underbellies and these large, like, birds of paradise flying together. You know, you kind of stare up at it for just a second. Feel a little bit of warmth, I think, as it's a sunny day that's depicted on this faded
What's
mural.
the view from outside the window?
You see the valley. If you recall, this is overlooking the river valley, so that would be, I think that, we decided that's north, right?
Yeah.
So over there is the river valley. This eventually gives way to mist and forest.
So you just not
I
out
mean,
of
there's
view.
a stone wall though too. I mean, so we just
Mhm.
looking kind of out on the grounds. If we're on the ground floor, like we
That's
probably
right.
wouldn't even
You're on the ground
see.
floor looking out. Yep. And then there is a small door right there.
I'll open it.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna have my maul with light the whole time.
We can assume everybody is fully combat ready. So this is kind of strange. You see stairs leading down here, and in fact, right here you see a big iron gate, and then stairs lead back up. I tried to miss anything. Nope, that was correct.
Kind of like a small landing at the
Yep.
bottom.
Yep, and you can see that this is outside right there. So like you can feel the chill a little more than you did inside. Can
So
hear
it's a
the
gate
wind.
that leads to the outside, but no like glass or anything?
Correct. It's just a wrought iron gate that's closed.
On the mural again, how
Yeah.
large was the mural? I mean, is it like on a wall? Like an entire wall?
This room is, so these are 10-foot squares. So yeah, 30 feet by 30 feet, and it's the entire ceiling of the parlor.
ceiling, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the ceiling. So you're looking up, and it's painted to look
Like Sistine
realistic.
Chapel, like, or Versailles, like,
Yes.
where the heavens are opened, and
correct.
the angels are
Correct.
looking down.
Yep, and that's exactly right. You see their underbellies, and they're flying, and the dragons, some of them are kind of diving and swooping and stuff. Onward and upward.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, as we pass by the gate, I'll kind of like poke my head at it, look out, see if there's anything that really catches my eye.
Nope, just sees
Just
the
the yard,
grounds.
Yeah, the grounds.
All right, let's see if I'm worthy of getting made fun of here for my circle skills.
Finally.
Do you need something to trace? I got it.
No.
No,
No.
No.
that's not the way this works.
Freehand it. Is
I was
easy
gonna
watching this to
I was gonna save you the embarrassment, but
There's no embarrassment here. I can draw my circles exactly the way I intend to draw them.
like popcorn.
Turn Gandalf.
Yeah.
Is that a Sharpie?
Maybe
Oh my god. I had to look at it because I couldn't see the whole pan from this side. I was like, oh shit, it's
my heart just sank.
you. You're the worst. But I love it.
I am the worst.
Wait until he gets concentrated in that drawing mode. Is that a Sharpie?
Viewers who are chilling with us tonight, guys, Arginvostolt is a lot of fun. It's very sparse. And so I think there's going to be a lot of that exploration and a lot of room for role playing. I think we're going to have fun with this. Okay, you kind of, I think let me get your marching order. In fact, can we put the characters here to represent your marching order as you're going in?
I want to be first.
All right.
With my lit
Where you
AF maul.
Caecilius, I imagine you're right behind her.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell, it's almost like she needs this.
I feel like, probably without trying to,
Oh.
that was terrible, Jeff. I saw that. I feel like, without trying to let on too much, I'm almost frantic.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if this is going to be, if I'm going to find an answer or a cure to this, I probably don't know much about the mountain or anything like that.
I told you about it.
But yeah, that's so far away, though. But if I'm going to be able to find any information, it's going to be here.
Oh, hey, thank you. Let's see, that's Adam and Wiley. Thanks, guys. We did, in fact, hit our party reroll. Where are those dice? I don't even have my dice.
Hey, I know where they are.
No, you don't. I don't know where they are.
Do you guys know? Have you seen
We know
them?
where they are.
Oh, we know where they
They're
are.
over here.
Nope.
You guys.
Nope, that's not where they are.
It's very generous of you. So
Oh,
here
I
you
think
go.
I
Thank you,
found
guys.
This
it.
is the Divine Reroll, whereby the players can reroll any one die or force any one die to be rerolled. This has been used to absolutely excellent results.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't roll it.
Okay.
My favorite is when we make Steven reroll.
That's
That's the way to use it. So you enter this room, and tattered brown drapes cover the windows of this circular room, and a heavy curtain hangs across an archway to the south. Strewn about the floor is the wreckage of half a dozen low-quality looking beds and other pieces of furniture.
What are the brown things representing
Beds.
the beds?
Do these look like soldiers' quarters?
Worse.
Slaves.
Commoners.
Not slaves.
Servants.
Kobolds.
I don't-
Goblins.
Is there anything that jumps out as valuable or anything in this room? Like,
God,
no.
no.
Okay, then I'm out. I
Moving
leave.
along?
Yeah.
I don't.
So no
I'm not.
weapon racks in the saying. So it's definitely wasn't. Armed.
This was definitely
Yeah,
servants'
gotcha.
quarters. Like, no question to any of you, this was where servants stayed. What were you going to say, Sean?
I mean, he's still gonna look around.
Take some time.
Yeah, he's. I mean, and announcing out loud what he's seeing, like servants' quarters, going out the other side of the keep, going into the parlor. You'd be no doubt familiar with this way.
Fortunately,
Make an insight.
Why would you sleep here?
no. Unfortunately, my father was
No,
well
man.
enough to have more than a few servants himself. Although he probably would have preferred if I slept here.
I only got an.
Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary. There you go.
I think Hedge is kind of out of his element here. So he's like he's basically following Caecilius. So a lot of times he's going to mirror what Caecilius does.
I think you notice that Caecilius is really taking his time, and you can tell that Esme wants to move along. It's basically like going with Lydia and I to an art museum, where I'm like, hold on, I'm still reading this, hold on. And you're like, cool, I saw it, let's go.
Like, cool, where's the cafeteria?
Yeah. Do you think they have
tired.
martinis at the cafeteria? So you can tell that she's kind of like cool, like already at the door, and Caecilius is like rubbing his hands along the stone, like almost having an experience with it.
I guess not looking at Wayland, but while he's still going over it, be like, nothing unfortunate about paying people to work. It's noble work. Some people have a sword hand, other people need to make laws, and other people need to serve food. It's not strange.
That's not.
It's only strange when they're not paid well enough.
Well, no doubt. Shouldn't have to pay anybody.
Where I'm from, they weren't even paid at all.
Well,
And then
that's
justice to be sure, but
Hedge is like rummaging through everything.
Yeah.
fortunately
dirty
or
rags in here,
unfortunately,
really.
these people no
I just don't
longer
know about being paid.
exist.
You lift one up and a rat scurries off. You're like, "Ooh!"
It's stone.
To
Oh,
Driessa
so-
looking up, I mean, he would be like, those unpaid servants. There's another name for that.
I know the
File.
name.
Anyways,
I'm sure you do.
Waylon would kind of check under one of the beds, probably 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. See if he sees anything. Nothing.
No, mold.
Mold.
Gross.
That's yeah. Nothing is hidden here that you can tell.
Let's make an Esme and dash.
Get out.
Make an Esme and
GTFO.
dash.
Get the frolic out.
Like an Esme and turn into a wolf.
For everyone watching who doesn't know my backstory,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was enslaved by wizards of Thay. So, not that my parents or anything kept, like, people, but these bad wizards did.
Gotcha.
Just for anybody watching.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense
But
that you wouldn't understand the difference. You're like,
Yeah.
I
Which
mean, I
means
haven't
slaves
been
and
out.
servants, yeah.
And you're like,
But I think they definitely referred, the wizards would have referred to the slaves as slaves. Like, I'm sure they had many, like, magically held there.
oh yeah, I'm sure none of those things.
Including, like,
trying to
us,
go
I
high
feel
society.
No.
Mind slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was grotesque. You walk in, and this kitchen has been completely plundered. Its tables have been overturned. The floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanking a hearth look out over a cemetery. You can look down and see a cemetery some ways away. You can see some mist kind of spreading across it, and a wrought iron fence surrounding it.
Does it look like they're all like tombstones? Or does it look like there's some like mausoleums?
So it looks like there are tombs. Well, you know what? I can draw it for you because it kind of comes down really about this. This is a wrought iron fence, okay? And then from there, you see what looks to be a large mausoleum kind of in the corner. then that kind of swings around, and this is all cemetery. But yes, you do see what looks to be a mausoleum. In fact, you see a path, and you can see stairs coming down over here, and a path leading through the cemetery right to the mausoleum.
Like from maybe over at the room.
Yes, yeah, I'll draw it when you get to where those stairs are, but yeah, you can essentially see stairs over there.
Can I make out any names on any of the tombstones?
No,
Dates?
it's foggy out there.
No dates or anything?
No.
Well, if we're looking for undead knights or trouble, a cemetery and a tomb seems the place to look.
Yes.
At the very least, a solid start. Just where the dead lie.
We could just finish the house though before we go.
I agree with that. Let's keep going.
As you say that, you hear a rattling,
It's odd.
and you look over the blackened fireplace, and you can see a pot hanging with a lid on it, and it's...
I like move it with my maul.
Alright, you kind of catch it until the lid comes clattering down, and a bat just like swoops around and finds its way to the window and flies out.
Can I swat at it with my maul? Does anything happen?
No,
Okay.
that just flies off.
I kill that bat.
Okay.
Was the lid firmly on top of the pot?
Yes.
Don't think that bat got in there and closed the lid on itself.
That's a good point, Caecilius.
How long? What fireplace was that in? The one we'd already looked in?
No,
And
it's
in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
It flew out the window.
yeah.
Yes.
That's usually not good.
So how long ago do you think that someone was here?
I don't know. If
Head goes over the window and looks to see if he can see where the bat went.
You see it. You kind of see it flapping off into the...
You wanted me to go get it?
Sure, if it's signaling trouble, it'll come no matter what.
Okay.
Trouble finds us either way. I'm gonna take the urn pot thing off the shelf and kind of look inside it and see if there's
Just an old cooking pot.
Also, to Hedge, he would put his hand on Hedge's shoulder and be like, also, I'd like to keep you close.
Okay.
Mmm. He wants to keep you close.
you guys.
Anyways,
Where to?
I guess the
yeah,
door to the
south
south.
door.
Okay.
Door to the south.
Alright, roll one more. That'll be
My
low.
buddy's not been doing well for me over here. I just want to know what's wrong with it.
That one? Here, let me remove the curse.
You just
Go put it in
cursed
your
it
armpits.
now.
Is that the one you used with Shadow?
Thanks. I forgot how to do
with
it.
characters who've lived too.
No,
Is that too
Sorry.
soon?
Don't roll that. That's gonna be high.
sorry.
He's had a pattern. Low, high, low, high.
I did nothing for you. Oh, hey.
This blue boy worked his way into your good graces.
Oh man, I wish I had another.
Does it look like just one level above this?
Two.
2 levels above?
Yep.
Goodness.
And you did see a big, like, bell tower.
Tower,
almost. You
okay.
saw a tower. In
Do you
fact,
have-
I think I said it looked kind of like a lighthouse.
I like bell towers.
Do you have a
Cool.
picture of the outside of it that I could see?
Let me see if I can find one.
I was like, bell towers is a weird fear.
No, I just have a chill.
Bell tower.
Not again.
Not again.
Not the bell tower.
If I
I
turn
like them sweatpants.
Yeah, here you go. There's a great
Thanks.
image of Arginvostolt.
Harsh.
Remember it said it had fairy tale kind of cones?
Tilt down. There you go.
You see that?
Ooh.
Very big.
So when we take over Barovia, this is going to
Yeah.
be Caecilius's
Why did you
castle.
take a picture of
I
my
got it.
apartment?
The castle of Kai.
That's the house.
If I turn the fan on,
All right,
it
let's
would be
stay
red.
focused here. Let's stay focused here. The role playing's been so tight. Okay, you come in here. See 2 big statues. Oh god, they're not there. Right there.
Is it the double
Don't
button?
use your spit.
Middle button. Are you trying to turn it on or off?
Ah.
Oh, bottom.
It's like faster.
Oh, thanks.
I'm like,
What are,
Alright.
what are the,
Okay.
what are
All
the
right.
statues of?
Well, let me read it to you.
Okay.
So go ahead. You put yourselves in there.
Our inspiration selves.
A 15-foot-long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this large hall. Remember, these are 10 feet, so that is 30 feet wide by, like, what is that? 70 feet long. This is a huge room.
30 feet wide. Compare that to something.
This room is 15 feet this way, so
So two
twice
of
as
these.
long as this, and like 4 of them put end to end together.
Got it.
Pretty big room.
A little over half a pool length.
Thank you, Coach Sean.
The 15-foot-long table has sculpted dragons for legs, beautifully sculpted, in fact. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings. And several of the chairs have been overturned and smashed to pieces, but others are still standing. Suspended above the table is a beautiful crystal chandelier that still glows with a soft, magic light. Very faint, kind of blue light. Standing in the windowed alcoves in those corners, 2 life-size statues depicting knights with dragon wing helms, and their shields look like dragon wings kind of folded together. Rainwater trickles through cracks in the ceiling, flowing down along the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor right about here. You can kind of hear rain dripping in.
Was it raining when we got here?
It's always raining in Barovia, baby.
Okay.
5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The doors in the northeast corner hang open. I don't think I drew them open, so just scratch that. No doors are open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, sit between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that even from here appears to be a chapel.
I'll run my hand across the chairs and say to Caecilius, like, I've had my battles with dragons, but these are quite beautiful.
I agree. Dragons are terrible and beautiful all at the same time. Awe and fear wrapped into one.
I agree.
I'll nod appreciatively.
Yeah.
Do the stained glass seem to tell any sort of story as you go, or does it just seem to be random?
They don't seem to, but they are all silver dragons. Nothing else depicted. Just silver dragons in flight in various kind of stages of flight. But no narrative seems to emerge as
How
you
do
study
we know
it.
they're silver?
Well, silver,
Stained silver?
they're the color, but they also have very distinctive fin patterns, and they look just like the one in the statue when you entered.
All dragons have.
like a unique look to them.
Yeah.
Pretty distinct.
Beyond their color.
I would know that, but I didn't know if like everyone else would know, or if it was just like.
Wayland has no idea. He's just taking y'all's y'all's information.
Not like Edge would know.
Wayland's gonna go look at these nobleman statues, kind of investigate them, look at their armor, and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, the armor is definitely a strange design to what you're used to, but it is plate. You can see where it's functional. Really wonderful carvings. Like, they look quite lifelike. They almost look like they could move at any moment. Standing there with these dragon wings carved back. One of the wings is broken off on one of the statues. Just standing, swords kind of... the swords are clasped at their chest, and their shields are kind of up like this. You can see they've got these long swords, and the hilt looks like a dragon claw, like, at the end of it.
Are there armaments carved with the same stone they are, or are they like actual equipment put onto the statue?
No, it's all carved.
And does the statue show signs of weathering at all?
No different amount of weathering than the rest of this place. Certainly covered in dust, but besides, the broken... there's some chips missing here and there. But besides that, not really.
Wait, what statue? The carved dragons in the table, or
No, the statues in the
knights.
corners.
Waylon's gonna reach up and kind of like put his hand on the shoulder and kind of under his breath say, "I have so many questions for you." Kind of
Get
walk away.
stone silence in return.
Damn, Waylon.
are there any? What else is in the room, like on the walls, decor-wise?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. There's stained glass kind of starting here and here, and then that looks like it leads into the chapel. But back here, it's still just the fine carved stone.
Any paintings on the walls or anything?
No paintings in here.
Tapestry.
Is the table set?
No. Tables. Looks like the place has been pretty well ransacked.
So you say it's ransacked. Is it like in disarray? Like our
Yes.
chairs?
It looks like someone has looked through,
Like someone got
come
their house.
in.
Oh, in my mind, it was still like a setup table. So
No,
okay.
no, it is no longer. It is long since old.
So definitely someone was like looking for something, like turning over.
Yeah, or just didn't care about it. Like they came here, maybe squatted here for a couple
candelabras.
days.
They're like,
Yeah. Like, hey, check this out, dragon chair.
But you said that the chandelier was still like glowing, with, like
Still
a
glowing
magic light.
faintly with
Was it-
magic.
Is it? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Just to be clear, Waylon didn't expect an answer. He was just kind of
yeah.
like talking to himself.
I figured.
yeah.
I figured. You're good.
The chandelier still holds its magic. I've no doubt many of the other places, just like the fireplace, still hold magic here.
That could be a sign of ill or good fortune.
Can I do like an arcane check on the?
Absolutely.
So that's a 16.
Yeah, it's a spell you're familiar with. It's continual light. And
Okay.
It looks like it's been there. It's faded.
Like-
you've seen continual light freshly cast, pretty bright light. It's faded. It's just a echo of what it once was.
So if Waylon were to wander over here and like look up, would he see said hole where?
It's sort of like cracks in the stone.
Gotcha.
And it's a
It's just
very
kinda like
slow.
running
It's
down,
not like
yeah.
water's pouring down. It's just a slow trickle.
Gotcha. Interesting.
If we get out of Barovia, pay some people to bring this back to the Sword Coast.
Place almost of fallen beauty.
Hasn't lost any of the beauty, merely ransacked. I do wonder what happened to the dragon. I suppose it could have just died. It was still mortal.
Dragons live for such a long time, though.
Longer than elves, even.
Longer than elves.
Just based off what I know about holy knights, you hold your oaths so dearly. What could have befallen these men for them to either fall in battle or turn from their oaths into darkness?
Strahd.
Strahd. He's a terrible threat. Even ones who haven't fully broken their oaths will turn against their allies.
Clinging to the hope of life a little longer would probably side with Strahd.
Or just in the face of an evil they didn't think they could handle. They broke.
This is the cathedral or
Chapel.
Chapel.
Yep, looks like a chapel.
Oh, that's right. We can see into there.
Is there any
Okay.
light?
Faintly. It's
Is there-
very. There's no light
Okay.
coming from in there.
Okay, I would.
Very faintly, you can kind of tell.
I would want to go and check that out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Waylon
You
would leave that
open
to
the
the holy
doors to
people
the
of the party.
chapel.
Can I do all their religion checks?
Cracked wooden pillars support a wooden U-shaped balcony that overhangs this stone-walled chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases, which I did not draw for you, so that's cool. Right here. You see spiral staircases leading up.
One on each side.
Yep. They're like mirrors of each other.
Is it possible to tell if they go to the same room?
No. I don't see where they end. Let me get back to reading that. Sorry about that. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up to the balcony that you see above. And a door set into the north wall has a wooden beam bearing it. Good God. There's a door here too. And that's where you saw those stairs.
Gotcha.
So you know the stairs are right out there. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with a rising sun bas-relief. Tall, arching windows set with panels of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar. One of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colored glass and allowing thick fog to pour in and billow through the room. As you look about, you can see the iconography of sun everywhere. Clearly the chapel points east. In the distance, you imagine you could see a beautiful sunrise, if you ever could see the sun. And through the fog, you see 3 armored figures kneeling before the altar.
Outside?
Inside.
Inside.
Like here?
The altar? Yep.
Like, not statues.
Not
but,
statues.
But like...
Let's just to get a better view, kind of higher resolution view of the room.
Pee real quick. Get ready.
I'm gonna grab a drink while you don't.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyone need a drink? What kind?
I'm good.
Anything fizzy and aqueous?
Fizzy and like kind of slightly flavored.
Yes.
Like watery,
Yeah.
Croy.
some sort of fizzy bubble bev.
Do I have to uncheck this audio right here, my man?
No.
So when I shift this over...
Don't shift anything over. Oh, you mean for that?
for the battle cam.
Yeah, just check on the battle cam on the left-hand side.
Gotcha. See how that looks. Oh, we gonna have to fight some statues.
What'd you say?
We're gonna have to fight some statues or
It's not
something.
antique.
No, they're not statues.
Yeah.
Wood.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Mine smells like laundry. Smell my knee.
That smells good.
You said they were armored.
Yes.
Are they wearing the armor that we've seen depicted in statues?
It looks
Oh, my
similar,
question.
but it is clearly shattered and old and worn and dirty.
So they look less fleshy.
And as you all enter, they all 3 rise at the same time and slowly, creakingly turn to you, and you can see a dull blue light in
You
their
open the door?
eyes. And all 3 of them
Did you
simultaneously.
open the door?
Yeah.
All 3 of them simultaneously. It doesn't have the smooth ring of sword being drawn. It sounds rusty and old. And they all look at you, saying nothing.
I would speak up.
Hail, knights of Arkenmustot, warriors of the Morning Lord.
As you say that, all 3 of them step forward with shield out simultaneously. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
It's worth a shot.
Oh man, the second
Nice.
time I've got 19 from my nat
Oh,
20
yeah.
on the old initiative.
Does anybody know if warding maneuver can be used while unmounted?
Yeah, it can. It
Okay.
doesn't say anything
Yeah.
about being mounted.
There's a lot of abilities in 5th edition that you can just use them outside of. Like,
Gotcha.
almost all the feats have something that don't that you can use outside the design of the feat itself.
Okie dokie.
Which I'm perfectly okay with.
Well, they did that on purpose.
Well, if it was mounted only, I'd be at a huge disadvantage right now.
Okay, let's go around and get some.
Get some.
Yeah, let's get some initiatives. Driessa.
19.
Not bad.
15.
Esme.
1-5.
Caecilius, you were 19, right?
Behind her.
Wayland.
13.
Hedge.
It's not bad, but it's no 12.
Outdone again.
Underdone.
Yeah, I guess that would be the word for it. Underdone.
All right. As you all look up, all three of them, they step forward, and you can hear the clang of old armor and the scrape of rust. And they all seem to hold.
Are they first?
They're gonna hold their action.
Well, they wouldn't have triggered until you guys were in the room, so no. They're going to do this right here. I'm not going to make them have to be 5 feet short, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Ow.
Esme, all of a sudden, all three of them begin advancing towards you with more speed than you've seen skeletons do before. I mean, you've seen them, you've fought undead before. It's
So they're
certainly nothing.
skeletal inside the armor?
As you look, they look more like sunken, almost still have skin left, faint blue glow in their eyes, and they run directly at you.
Cool. Tell me what they do. Please.
You're no longer a werewolf.
Esme, this one runs
Right, 'cause I'm
directly
dead.
at you. What's your armor class?
It is 18, my friend.
Ooh, no, he definitely got you.
Cool. I was hoping for that.
13 points of damage. He
Cool.
swings on you again and misses. The first one, you're sort of, grabbing your glowing maul, raise it, but he just blocks it out of the way with his shield with strength you were not expecting. Slashes at you with the longsword, comes back around, but this time you're able to get the maul up just in time to block it. The next one rushes you, Caecilius, at exactly the same moment. They seem to be almost mirroring each other's arms. It comes forward, tries to knock your weapon out of your hand with your shield, or with his shield. What's your armor class?
20.
He does not get you. He just tries to knock the weapon aside, comes to stab at you. You grab it with the hilt of your blade and push against it, and it's just staring at you, not making any, obviously,
expression.
emotional, just staring.
Are they attacking like soldiers would? Like,
Absolutely.
okay. Like, it's like a formation I would recognize.
Well, it's not really a formation.
Or like,
Trained.
yeah.
They
It's
are
a
fighting trained,
regimental.
yes. This one, Caecilius, steps forward, you lock eyes with it, and you can just almost see your vision tunneling into just its blue eyes. I need you to make me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, sir.
You can do it.
Okay.
Do you have bonus on saving throws now?
I do. Everybody
Within
within 10 feet gets a bonus +3, and nobody in 10 feet of me can be charmed, including myself.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so that's all of this, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks,
This
man.
is, doesn't have to be a charm, does it?
It is not a charm.
Okay.
It's just charm that you're
Correct.
strong against.
Charmed, yeah.
For now.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna spend this.
Not a bad idea.
I made it. That's a 19.
Alright. Like, you hear your heartbeat. Dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. And for a moment, it's like tunnel vision. You just see these two blue glowing eyes, and you see them start to get brighter and brighter, and you feel yourself kind of tensing up, and you shake it off, and suddenly you're back, and you kind of have to steady yourself a little bit. Driessa, it is your turn.
So they're like night-like or something, you said?
Yes.
So they're probably wearing some sort of armor?
They are absolutely wearing metal armor.
Are they wearing
It is plate, but it looks like it's been destroyed.
Okay.
Alright, so I get advantage on my shocking grasp.
Cool helmets.
Isn't it touch?
Sorcery points.
Oh, you're
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's a straight Emperor Palpatine it.
I like that visual.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a 16 and an 11 plus 6.
sorry,
So
what-
16 plus 6.
What are you're casting 2 different shocking grasps?
No, I get advantage on it if they're wearing metal.
Right.
So I'm going to target this one.
Yes, and you got in total?
21.
That gets him. Yes.
Or, sorry, 16 plus 6 is more than 21, isn't it? I can't add. I
It's
got
cool.
it.
You
You're
got
good.
it.
You're good.
It's totally fine.
You got it.
We need to get a little calculator over
It's
here.
only 20.
Yeah, we really should.
I think that's a great idea.
A lovely 5 points of damage, and no reactions until its next
And it's
turn.
on this guy here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But remember, no reaction.
No reaction.
So that means
So I'll
no
put a
attacks
thing
of
here.
opportunity?
Sorry.
No attacks
reactions?
of opportunity from
I'll
him.
just put a thing here so
Okay.
no one forgets.
Yeah. I mean, you just raise your hand. Lightning arcs just past you, Caecilius. You can smell the ozone. Feel what little hair, I guess, Dragonborn have. Maybe tiny little... I guess none. Okay.
Nose whiskers,
Your
maybe?
scales feel strangely electric.
I hope I just had 2 hands in my peripheral and then
I straight up went like...
Yes, she did.
Just around them.
Caecilius, it is your turn.
Gave him that
okay,
old
I'm
Irina.
gonna use a bonus action as
Gave him the what?
What?
as I, like just hit my shield with my sword, use a bonus action to cast magic weapon, and then swing on the one right ahead of me.
Nice.
Oh no. That ain't gonna do it, I bet.
No.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
17 will it?
Well, it's
Does it?
well. Doesn't it make your weapon +1 hit and damage?
It does, that's
You're
right.
adding that. Okay.
Don't be so down on yourself.
Don't give up.
I have a question in a second when he's done.
I'm gonna drop a smite.
Do it. Smite him.
So
Smote
that's,
He is undead, so you will get a bonus D8.
so that's 4d8, correct? Because one's
That is
just
correct.
regular weapon damage. Okay, so I'm gonna make this dark red one just regular.
Yeah, you don't need to
Oh,
bonus
owned by
Doesn't
D8.
matter.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Okay. So that's
Average.
Yeah, it averages out.
18 plus 5. 23 damage.
Woo, boy.
No,
The
24
average on all
because of
the
the
dice
plus
rolls,
1
I
magic
roll
weapon.
advanced.
Is that it?
Then I'm going to make another attack on him.
I mean, the first one, you kind of locked swords. I think you kind
Are you
of
gonna do
shove him back and just slash across him. And it recoils and looks like it should have screamed in pain, but just turns back towards you. Blue eyes wink out for a split second.
I'll
You,
make
next attack.
as I'm attacking. I'll be like, I'll be happy to release you from this cursed prison of a wretched afterlife.
But maybe tomorrow.
What'd you get?
12.
Yeah, you swing at it and it catches it on the shield. Ching! And kind of pushes it aside and just keeps staring at you. Is that
Only
it?
you were blessed or
that-
something.
That is it.
Esme!
I would like to have them make me wisdom saving throws.
Is this a turn?
Yes.
Okay. 1 in the back. 2 up front. As you raise your holy symbol and start speaking, one of them, his eyes kind of burn a little bit for a second, and then just steals himself. And all 3 of them stomp in response to
That is bullshit.
your prayer being
That is
finished.
bullshit.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wayland.
I can move through, man.
You can. It's double movement, but that's
You
it.
will draw though, no matter which way you go.
No, he doesn't have any reactions.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But you'll have to go through here,
Yeah.
Go
which
here.
means you're going to draw from him.
Well,
Can't he go here?
can I not go diagonal behind?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, if
Yeah.
you go there,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's 10.
We'll put ourselves out there a little bit. 15.
Cool.
Give other people room to get in there. And,
You're fine
Yeah,
where
they're
you were.
good. They're good.
and we're gonna. Oh, I'm not at advantage anymore. That's right. We're gonna smack this boy that's in front of Esme right
Do
here. That's not gonna do it. So on to the second one.
Okay.
That was a 1.
We don't do critical fails here.
17 plus 6.
That, sir, is a hit.
Or it's plus 7, sorry. 3 plus 6, so 9 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be it. We'll sit there.
Okay, and Hedge.
Alright, I'm gonna
I have a
move
feeling Hedge
here.
is just gonna.
No, I'm trying to. We're just getting into this place, so I'm going to fairy fire. Or attempt to.
It is a dex
Dex
save.
save 15.
Okay.
How much dex them scaly boys got?
Well, it depends on my rolls too.
Remember, they were pretty fast.
They were.
Guy on the left in the front.
They did.
Passes. Guy right there. Fails. Guy in the back. Fails. And they don't get any more saves for it, do they? It just lasts and lasts. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You have advantage on attacking the guys in red now. Congratulations. That's a smart move. All done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Caecilius, the one you were fighting, stares at you and kind of raises itself up, and you can see what gray flesh it has stitch itself together a little bit. Still got an open wound where you smashed it. Wayland, the one that you were fighting, tracks you a little bit, and as it does, the wound you put into it with your spear just kind of creaks and cracks and closes up.
There does still seem to be some damage, or do they seem to be...
Yours seems to have some damage, his does not.
Okay.
Not even the
You hit him
sword
pretty
spear.
hard.
Yeah.
You hit him for like 28 damage.
This one, Lydia, roll me a d4. Low, high.
Bring it.
He turns to you, Wayland,
Mm-hmm.
and swings.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a miss. Second swing is also a miss. Swings once, and he does fight with... He fights like he's been trained.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's almost what makes it easy to predict. You're kind of like, yeah, I know that move too, dude. Like, he swings and you block it, and he kind of cocks his head ever so slightly, twirls around and comes in low, and you block it with your spear this
The
time.
training yard back at Jaipur.
That's right,
Been
yeah.
there.
Come
on,
Caecilius, roll me a d4.
Gonna do
Low,
better than that.
high. Low. Esme, you see the one that's fighting Caecilius turn towards you, raise its shield in your direction, and... miss,
Cool.
and hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I can even help with that.
There'll be 15 points of damage. Just slashes across you. And... Wayland, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ah, shit. Ooh.
You're feeling very wise. Are you in?
Yes, you
Like
are in
Caecilius?
Caecilius's
So I roll with
aura.
advantage?
You get
Or-
plus,
You get plus...
Plus three.
Plus 3.
Plus
plus
3?
three.
Okay. Ah, good. 5.
Okay. You block the hit and you just feel a calling. And you look at the one behind it and you can see that it was staring at Caecilius, turns to you, has a sword up or shield up, sword resting on the top of the sword, and he locks eyes with you. And you just, your vision starts to go black as you see these burning blue eyes staring directly at you. And you all see Wayland trying to fight, and then he just drops his arms and looks petrified. Not like he's turned to stone, just stops moving. Triessa, it is your turn.
Wait, I thought he couldn't be.
It's not charmed.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I'm just stuck.
I'm going to. Where's Wayland?
All the way
Which
over here.
one?
Spear boy.
Which one stunned him? This one or this
The
one?
guy in the back.
Back one.
This guy? I will spend one more sorcery point and shocking grasp that dude.
If I knew these guys were gonna regen their asses, I would have laid into that guy a little bit
Would I know
harder.
what spell that was, or like what effect that was? No.
You can
17
make
plus
a
6?
religion check if you'd like.
I would like.
Yeah, 17 plus 6 is totally a hit.
I rolled a 20.
7 and can't take reaction.
Okay, 7 on the one in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it hits it, but he kind of barely reacts and just keeps staring at Wayland. You start to see that these are souls, perhaps inhabiting bodies that aren't theirs, and he just gave him a dread gaze that you know will stop him in his tracks, and you know that they are immune to turning. They are some of the most vile undead who have some unfinished business.
Dicks.
Good. This is fine.
Okay, so 7 damage
Well-
on him and no reactions.
Would I know if there is any way to help Wayland? No.
There is nothing you can do other than time.
Cool.
Caecilius, it is your turn.
Okay. I mean, he would shout out, "Oh, I guess everybody saw that Waylon's stuck." So, never mind.
Waylon's stuck.
Stuck again.
Damn it, Waylon.
I'm gonna give
Damn it,
this,
Waylon.
actually, by the way, to Driessa for
Nice.
straight up Palpatine.
Yeah,
Next, like, hands coming on this side.
I love it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna continue, even though there's advantage on the other one, I'm gonna continue trying to hammer on the one that I've been hammering on.
Okay, yep.
Hammer on.
Like you would be. Nope, same as last time, missed.
I mean, you're sweating a little bit. Obviously, Caecilius is very confident, but these seem to be fighting not like any undead. Like, he's fighting like a very competent opponent. You swing, he blocks. You come around and swing for the feet, like blocks the sword away. He's parrying your moves and obviously just staring at you and following you very, very capably. Esme.
I will step forward.
Forward where?
Where? You're right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will just hit the one in front of me then.
Okay.
Advantage.
You roll with advantage because he is outlined in a glowing, what color?
Purple.
It's head. It'd be
Oh,
purple.
that works good.
He's
Really
cool.
nice.
That'll do. That'll do.
And then it's 6.
Oh my gosh.
Count it.
This is on this one right here, who is currently focused on Wayland. You're a Maul, aren't you? 2d6?
Yeah, I dropped one. That was the problem.
That's yeah. Nice. So minimum damage. How much? What's your strength?
It's
So,
gonna be
is that-
+3.
5 damage on him. Excellent.
I hate everything. Okay, I'm gonna do War Priest though and do it again.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of connect with him, and he kind of loses his balance for a second, but doesn't look all that harmed by the blow.
Piece of shit dice.
It's gonna be one of those nights, huh,
Maybe
Lid?
one of those nights.
Yeah, man, your dice are awful. Wayland, over to you.
So what exactly can I do right now?
Nothing.
That's right. Sorry, you don't even get a chance to repeat. You don't even get a chance to
None.
repeat. In fact, you can faintly hear, as if it's distant. You can hear your friends, but you just see big blue orbs.
Was it a concentration thing that the...
It's
No.
just
So
a-
not even a roll to snap out.
Not even
Oh.
a roll to snap out.
All right. Well,
You will get one later.
I'll go for a walk around.
Late
It'll be
eyes.
fine though.
Hedge.
Don't worry.
Yeah, right. Just standing way out here.
Huh.
Your turn, Hedge.
Huh.
Hedgeold.
Let's
Hedgeold.
see.
I like that.
5-foot radius.
Hedgeold, save me.
Now, does it look like they're still like focused on him, like they're going to him? Can I?
I mean,
I know that's
you
kinda
see the
grasping.
one just staring at him. The other one actually seems to be capably fighting two opponents. He's blocking Esme's shots.
Okay.
He's attacking him. So nothing looks like they're lining up something. You don't get that sense.
All right. I'm not sure what's going on with you anyway. So I will. Him. Have him make. I know it's probably not great, but a deck save.
Okay. He will make a dex save. He's looking for a 15.
Yeah.
Passes.
Okay.
Was it a save for half or? Okay. On their turn, Wayland, the orbs get larger and larger, looming in your brain
Ugh.
as he comes up, and you're suddenly snapped out of it.
It's a lot of dice though.
26 points of damage. Suddenly it's like the world just comes rushing back in, and it's standing in front of you, and it's got its longsword just jabbed into your belly. You can feel your armor twisted inside, and it stares at you, and it twists, and it swings again.
Oof.
And this time, it tries to pull its sword free, and you grab its hand and just wrestle it down as it's staring at you. But you feel creeping up the back of your neck abject terror. You are now frightened, sir. You can make a save on the end of each of your turns. At the end. which means you have disadvantage on attack rolls while you can see the target of your fear,
You can't move
which is
towards
this
him.
guy. Yeah, and you can't move closer to him. That's him. Esme, this one turns to you. It's been parrying your blows. Gets you.
It's fine.
9 damage. Swings again. What's your armor class?
18.
24.
I'm going to warding maneuver next
Okay.
to her.
How do you do that?
So when you roll at them as a reaction, I roll a d8 and can add the result to their armor class.
Cool. I love it.
That's an 8.
Tight.
He swings, and as you do, despite his fear, Wayland swings his spear out and redirects the sword. And it sort of just looks at him, again, no expression whatsoever.
What was that damage that you rolled? Though?
You missed.
Yeah, he
no,
missed.
the first time.
8?
8.
Yeah.
And now Caecilius. Mrs. Clang! Armor class again is 20.
We're
Swings
both
once. Yeah, I mean, you're fighting a very capable opponent. And on this one, your sword, like the hilts kind of connect, and he pushes into you, such that his face gets very close to yours, and you like have to shove him back. And as he does that, you see the wounds you've inflicted on him begin closing. You see the lightning scorches on the one that Driessa hit just completely evaporate off, and they seem to be capable of healing themselves.
I have an advantage-disadvantage question.
Yes, they cancel each other out.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Know where you're going with that.
Possibly could have asked.
Okay.
Glad we got that cleared up, everybody.
Well, with that, we are over to you, Driessa.
Andreas, our top damage dealer of the round so far.
I'm always so hesitant to do crazy shit,
Do it.
but
Do
I
it.
love it.
I mean, they're kind of kicking our asses right
Girl, that's your thing.
now.
I
Yeah.
know.
Crazy ass shit is the Raven specialty.
Never be ashamed of who you are.
Misty Step,
Nice.
Radiant Consumption.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
I love- is it an action?
Sorry, did I
Trigger.
just fuck up a spell?
Is it an action to trigger radiant consumption?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you just see.
Rethink your turn, sorry.
Sorry.
You see Driessa disappear in a shimmering bolt. Like you can see like almost fairy dust falling behind it. She reemerges and just the whole chapel is completely lit up as she just erupts in
Oh,
divine white light, and you can see it singeing them
Is that
from
an action or a
behind.
bonus action?
Action for the Radiant.
And how much damage does it do?
Not yet. I don't think.
I think it's on their turn. And
And do they take it on their turn?
End of each of my turn.
Oh,
So at the end of my turn, they will take, what are we, equal to half level rounded up.
So 4?
4. And a bonus action, Ice Knife at only hedge.
You what?
Ice Knife
Oh,
only at you.
right.
It'll still explode.
Plus, she
in
has
Just
that
kidding.
dread helm on, right? So she also has the same glowing eyes as
Oh,
these
yeah.
things.
Maybe
I
I, just
love
think
it. You're
I'm
immune to
staring at
fire, right?
Driessa instead of like one of these dudes.
Caecilius. You see exactly. I mean, you even shield your eyes from him as the silhouette of this thing. It kind of barrels forward as you just see bright light, and you can just see Driessa's angelic face. She's gone full Super Saiyan.
Not expecting a response from it. Like,
There is no escape from the path of righteousness. It surrounds you on all sides.
I'm just his
that would be a
angelic
19.
plaything.
That is a hit.
There you
I
go.
will drop a second level smite in, so I'll add another d8.
Sorry I messed you up, Jeff.
No, yeah, but you couldn't have known. No, don't worry about it.
You're supposed to do the wink, double wink.
Okay.
The blink,
Seven,
the blink.
The blink,
24 damage.
double blink.
Okay.
Jesus.
In fact, you raise your sword, and you just know. You can see the connection, and as you do, some of her divine light even like joins in. It's just swirling with light, and you just bury it deep into its chest, and it sort of it grabs your hand and it's trying to like push it out. You pull out, and it's just kind of standing, and then kind of regains its composure. You can see black scorch marks and a whole ribs broken inside.
I will try to hit it again. Let's see, that is a 16.
That is a hit.
Yes. I'm going to drop a first level smite into it.
Smelled it.
Smelled it, smelled it.
Burn them all, baby.
Smell that smell.
29 more damage.
Whoa!
Can you smell la 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 la?
You're funny.
Yeah, you run the first one through, and very quickly, in fact, grab it with this hand, grab it with this one, pull the sword out, and just hack again, right into the same spot, twisting. It's like bearing down under your weight. It finally is able to kind of push itself free, still standing, and its eyes are burning bright, but there's like a just gaping hole in its chest. You can see Driesa's divine light kind of radiating through this just gaping hole.
I mean, I think that inspired, probably seeing the light up the chapel again to this morning lord off the bas relief and things like that. Like, it's radiant, right?
As it does that, you and Esme, Driessa, you've got your back to it. You can see that this balcony seems to go up and up, and you remember seeing what almost looked like a lighthouse, and you can almost see light up there glowing, lighting up, You get this very warm feeling from that. Okay, Esme, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast a healing word on myself.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yep, thank you. Okay. And then that was a bonus action, so
Yep.
I would like the one in front of me to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Fail.
Tight. He will be taking some necrotic damage. Ooh, what level am I?
Ooh, necrotic. Huh?
7.
Cool.
Ooh.
Is this a Toll the Dead?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's 2d12 now, right?
2d12, yep.
Yay!
Ooh, my favorite dice. that no one ever uses.
Look at this pretty color
Ye old
combination.
poor.
All you gotta be is a bard, man.
Or
So
just use
4
a great
plus
axe.
7.
You raise your hand at it, hear distant bells, and it looks at you and opens its mouth as if to laugh. Doesn't seem to be harmed by it.
Really, though?
Really, though.
Why am I even here?
What's your
Right.
alignment?
Lawful good.
Wayland,
We're gonna
don't
attack.
forget at the end
I'm
of your turn you get to
sweating.
save again to get rid of fright. Go ahead, what you got?
We are going to attack the one that our lovely.
Are you
cleric
sweating?
is
I'm
trying-
sweating too. I'm sorry. Can we turn the fan back? We can keep alternating back and forth, but it's hot. Look, it's all this heat. It's all your radiant
We
consumption.
can do
It's burning
10
us
minutes
up.
each.
Okay,
Minutes
10
on
minutes
time.
Going
each.
for
Farting helps
boy in the
so much.
middle.
Going
right
for
there.
that guy,
So
yeah.
I have advantage.
Yeah,
on
just
him.
farting over here to just keep us warm. You do not have advantage. You have disadvantage from fear when your target is in sight of you.
Yeah.
Ah,
Inside
gotcha.
of you.
So
Inside
just-
of you.
Do you want me to re-roll it? Then
Just reroll
yeah.
it, please.
Yeah.
Yep. Get
I'm
out.
so
Both of
sorry.
you just get out.
That will be
I
plus
think that's
7.
That was a
that'll
foul.
do. Yeah, that'll do.
All right, and then
Yeah, Wiley, it's not good. Everything they're immune to are the things that Lydia's bringing to the table.
5
and
plus 6,
it's
so
not gonna be
11.
good. 11, yes.
A blanket?
Second
I can
one,
go get you one.
I'm fine for now.
7 plus 7, 14.
Yes, a 14 is a hit.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be 12 damage.
12 more, huh?
And then we're going to action surge, and we're going to
That's got a compressor, so it picks up every quiet thing.
smack him again for plus 7. Hits. So 10 more damage.
Yikes.
Nope. We're gonna reroll that.
Nice.
Still no. So 11.
No.
All right.
You're using your spear at this point,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, you see Waylon kind of fighting that one, turns to the one that's focused on Esme, and just very quickly jabs it 3 times in quick succession with its spear. And it does kind of lose its footing just a little bit. And look,
As
they
a
have no
bonus
expression.
action, I'm going to use second wind.
Good call. Get that D10 plus 7, and with that, hedge.
All right, I'm gonna move here. Can I see Waylon from there? If not, I can.
Yeah, you can see him from there.
Okay.
Don't forget, there's also stained glass here.
Oh,
you
right,
can
right,
see in
okay.
a little bit.
He reaches in and lights his candle.
Beautiful.
So lawful good. Lawful good.
Mm-hmm.
Level good. You're not level good, right? You're not. So we have advantage on attacks, saves, and ability checks. And you can cast first level spells without spending a slot.
Wait, it's everybody?
It's cleric or druid in the radius. I'll read it to you again.
Good night, everybody. I'm going home.
In addition, a cleric or druid in the light whose alignment matches that, the can cast
Wait,
first
are
level
you a
spell.
cleric?
No.
No, I'm a fighter.
So you and I can cast first level spell, and then I'll healing word you.
So you're telling me that Andrew didn't take this when a cleric and a druid were together when Shadow died. Is
Well-
that right?
This is a magic item.
This is a magic item.
This is
He
the
got,
Council of Invocation.
he got this
I
from
was
the
like,
druids.
Andrew ain't gonna make.
No. He just never used his wild shape as a moon druid.
No, he got this from the druids.
Well, a cleric
This was
and
the
a
candle
druid
we
walk
found.
into a bar.
Alright, I got you.
5.
Yeah, right.
It's alright. I'm close
Thank
to
you for
actually full
hearing
health
me.
now.
I got you. Targeted in.
He only hears us if we're whispering.
Yeah, that the whispering is the
I'm no
one that
whisperer.
Gut
makes the
Level
DM twitch. Like,
I can't put it singles anymore.
all right, that's all you got, Hedge.
Yeah, that's all
That's
I
it.
got. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really lame.
That's it?
yeah.
That's super lame.
It's only like some of the best action economy we have available.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Okay, Wayland.
Bring it.
Oh, actually, before they even begin attacking,
I missed my
You
save.
need to roll. You need to roll for a
yes, you do. Yep.
Roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage,
Yeah.
you say?
All
Wait, what
saves
is
and
Waylon
ability
saves.
checks.
doing?
That candle is.
Wait, was that before?
It was before the
That
candle.
was before your
It
candle
still didn't.
Yeah,
make
that's
it-
true.
Yeah.
This one and this one both seem. You just see their wounds closing. I mean, he's still stuck in the radiant
Looks
light,
like it.
but they seem to be healing themselves across the board.
Does the one I just laid into look like it just closed
It
all
didn't
those
heal
spear holes?
all the way.
Okay.
But
I
it
was
definitely.
about to get
like
real
you
mad.
punched a bunch of holes into it, and one of them kind of sealed up. So it does look like they have kind of a heal at the start of their turns. So you can punch through that by focusing, perhaps, or not. This one comes at you, Wayland.
That's fine.
Misses. Swings again. Misses.
That
Esme,
new shield
on
I
you.
got.
This one swings again. Armor class is 18. Gotcha.
I'm going to use another warding maneuver. I got 3 of them.
All right, go ahead. What's your reaction to do it?
Yeah.
Yep, D8.
Anything would have saved her. So again, I mean, he's focusing on him, kind of using his shield to try to block the attacks from the other one. Sees it coming for you, spears his hand, and kind of throws him off guard. Swings at you again, Esme, and misses. Caecilius, first one coming on you.
That'll hit.
That'll get you.
You're out of my range, my man.
Is
Sorry.
that you out there?
For 9 damage, sir.
You're not in like.
And he swings again.
No, don't worry about me.
Misses. A rough turn for the Revenants.
Yeah.
Figured.
I like it.
Yeah.
Driessa,
Brutal.
it is your turn.
Gotta keep my spellcaster sister alive over there.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Power Score RPG, Mr. Sean.
Thanks, buddy.
Fellow Sean. Team
Sean.
Sean
Oh
are in
my
the
god,
house
there's
tonight.
so many Seans.
So, yeah, we
Okay.
have 3 Seans in the house right now.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Cubed.
Sean
Any other
Michael,
Seans in the
Michael
chat?
Sean.
So on my
Strahd
turn,
Michael,
Yes.
Strahd.
that I'm taking, I would like to have this dude make me a deck save.
Okay.
Cool, that's fucking great. But he'll still take
Half.
7 plus 4 radiant just for me being.
Oh, wait, it's 7 plus 4?
It's. Oh wait, never
No,
mind.
it's-
I'd have to actually hit, so it's just
Yeah.
4 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the thing you can do with your radiant consumption? You can, like,
Yeah.
direct it or something?
Whenever she
No.
hits with damaging spells, add
Ah,
certain
that's,
souls.
Spirit
that's
crystals.
super cool. That's
Yeah.
super cool. But now at the end of the round, all 3 of them take 4 damage, correct? Does that damage you too?
Yes.
Yeah. Again,
So
you guys just
actually-
see like you're fighting silhouettes because she's so bright.
That was a cantrip, so actually while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and healing myself too as a bonus
Healing word
action.
yourself? Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's never up here. How much is it again?
1d4 plus your
Charisma.
charisma modifier for you.
Charisma.
With that, we are back to Caecilius in your one-on-one. with this-
Caecilius.
revenant before thee.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
That'll do.
Yeah, I'll drop it.
How much smokes
Burn
you
them
got
up.
left?
Burn them up. Burn them up.
I'm doing it, man.
Place is big. Burn them.
That's not. That is 21 damage. He will continue on him.
This is such
Nah,
a
it's a
big
12.
Yeah, I mean, the first one, it's radiant light is burning into its back. It's squaring off with you. You kind of grab its sword hand and push with your shield and just dig in again, kind of just tearing into its torso. There's this gray meat kind of just hanging.
Ugh.
Now I'm hungry.
I didn't like that.
That's me.
Okay.
Do another thing that I can be immune to.
You're a real dick.
You immune to this?
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Ooh. Ooh.
So free.
For free,
So
that's
free.
right. That's awesome.
And that's a bonus action. So with my cantrip action, I am going. Just not really do anything.
You got attack.
Yeah.
Come on, you got a big old maul.
Advantage.
Swing it.
She's sitting here looking through her spell book
I know.
like, yeah,
I
alright.
forgot I had a mole.
A thing.
That would be a hit. Beautiful die, that rainbow die. Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Is that 11 damage?
It is. Yeah, and I'm gonna War Priest it.
You already
Can't.
spent your bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
You're
right.
gonna warp priest it.
I'm gonna not
War
do
Priest.
anything. I'm just gonna eat this cookie.
Okay, is that everything?
Yeah,
You
because that
can't
was my
roll.
bonus action.
Alright, yeah, I mean, the one in front of you, you feel like a divine blue light around you. Swing your maul and you smash into his shield to kind of throw him off balance a little bit. Wayland, it is your turn,
I'm
sir.
gonna continue laying into the one Esme.
The one Esme's on? Yes.
Am I at advantage right now?
No, you were
because
not. You
of
were
him?
still fighting.
You're just
Oh,
rolling regular.
what's that? Yeah. You're at...
Well, unless you do the double. By the rules, no.
I like doing that, though.
Okay.
It feels right to me. So, yeah, you have 2 advantages, 1
So
disadvantage.
that's a house rule.
By the rules, that is still infinite advantages.
Gotcha.
But Castle Magic rules, I like the idea that you can get back to advantage. So, yes, you are fighting with advantage as you... Wait, does he get double advantage from the candle? You get attack rolls or advantage, too? Why did I do that?
I don't know. You're
Sometimes as
pretty
a DM, I just look at myself in the mirror and think, why?
That'll be a
I hear you,
24
man.
on hit.
That
I
is
hear you on the old magic items.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, not-
attack,
not
saving
for-
throws, and
not for
ability
broaching,
checks.
Yeah, so when I connect with this guy, I'm gonna give an unwavering mark on
Okay,
him too.
cool.
So if he has disadvantage on any attacks targeting
Anyone
anyone
you.
but me,
Awesome.
and if he does in fact inflict damage on anyone but me, I get a special attack on him.
Very cool.
So we will give him 3 + 6, so 9 damage.
Okay.
Second attack coming in. 17.
That's a hit.
For 10. He
You,
has-
you remember some of the training in the courtyard with your family, you know, having to do these things to get people's attention because they weren't paying attention to you. So you get him and just, you antagonize him a little bit with the attacks. Like, they're not just regular attacks trying to deal damage. You're trying to get his attention. And at some point, he kind of takes it again, and finally he's like, all right, stop! He turns to you silently. Hedge.
Bonus action, Healy Boy. You're on. You get 7 back.
Okay. Well, that puts
And-
me back to the top.
What's that feel like?
Well,
Give this guy needs to make a con save.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm ahead.
That is a hit.
You do.
Frostbite, does it do damage to him?
It is cold,
Yeah.
right? Yes, it does.
I have all kinds of chocolate on my fingers.
So 10 damage and disadvantage on his next attack.
that's nice.
I'm sorry, which one was it again?
The
Back
guy in the
boy.
back.
Guy in the back. 10 damage and
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of see some ice. Their turns. Yet again, you see their wounds seeming to close up just a little bit. They advance towards a healing state, and you get the sense that if left alone, they would be fine in just a minute or two. And as that happens, Wayland, the one that you put the warding mark on, comes to attack you. Clearly you got its attention. Oh, did you roll your save to get rid of frightened? Go ahead.
Why would he not have advantage on this?
Well,
No, it was just last time you didn't.
yeah.
You started the candle up after.
Oh,
So
after
yeah,
him.
17.
So, yes.
Yeah, you finally shake it off. I mean, remembering your training, you can remember being in the courtyard with your family, and though it was a rocky childhood, you know, it was at least a safe place, and you shrug off the fear.
Keep as a constant reminder.
The
of
first
shitty
swing
childhood.
comes at you, and you just block the sword. I mean, and I think you're just raging. You're gritting your teeth. There's some spittle kind of coming out of your face as you're just furiously fighting. The second one does, however, find its mark.
That is fine.
For 17 points of damage.
Jesus.
You block the first one and just you all hear Waylon just involuntarily scream in pain. And as he does so, the other one also focuses on him with disadvantage for the first attack. Damn it. Still got him. For 13 points of damage. And then he swings again. What's your armor class?
20.
Yeah. Again, I mean, you're just taking it from both of them, just stabbing at you, and you're swinging your sword. You lose, like, you're normally pretty well trained and well practiced, but you're now just viciously kind of swinging your shield and spear, trying to deflect the blows.
Right, half health in one turn.
Meanwhile, Caecilius, this one, just locked in combat with you, swings upon the... Gets you.
Yeah.
For 15 points of damage, sir.
Okay.
Swings again. Completely misses. First one kind of digs into you. You shove the sword hand back. Swings again. Clangs against your shield. Both of you are seeming tired. Mostly because his body's falling apart. That is their turn. And Driessa, it is your turn.
Smoke 'em, girl. These guys are laying into us.
This is fine though. We're gonna do okay. We're gonna be okay.
I'll have this dude make a deck save again.
Okay.
Middle dude.
Middle dude making a deck save.
Cool.
You could
Fluff you, middle
force
boy.
me to re-roll it.
Nah.
Not
Okay.
yet.
He's merely gonna take that 4 that his brothers will.
Yeah. So just 4. They all take 4 again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hedge, everyone is asking to describe the candle that you possess.
Ah, yes.
It is one of my favorite magic items. In fact, I couldn't wait to give it out, and now I regret it because it's just so good.
It's the Candle of Invocation.
Mm-hmm.
The slender taper is dedicated to a deity that shares and shares that deity's alignment. Basically, the alignment of the candle. I mean, you told me it was awful good. It was my
Yeah, it
alignment.
was. Yep.
When it's lit
I think.
in a dim light within 30 feet radius, a creature with the light whose alignment matches that of the candle. Attack, saving throws, ability checks are with advantage. In addition, clerics or druids in the light whose alignment matches the candle cast first level spells that they have prepared without expending slots.
So good. Okay, Caecilius, it is your action.
They take those 4 points.
I got it. Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, well, locked in this battle of the ages.
Furious battle with this.
Yep.
Yep.
Do
That'll
it.
do.
I'm not going to spend the smite here.
I did not.
That
Don't bring
is-
that into
I'm
this.
sorry, that is 12 damage.
Okay.
Is it a March thing?
He's starting to look a little weak.
Yeah. It'll look fine
Nope,
next turn.
that
Don't
won't.
worry.
A 1 won't do it.
No, sir. It will not. Okay. Esme, you're up.
Question.
Yes.
For War Priest, I can do a second attack action as a bonus action
Yep.
as long as my first action was an attack action.
Right.
Would that include a spell attack?
I think read it again. I think
it might
has to be
say
a weapon.
melee,
Yeah.
a weapon attack. I'm pretty sure it's a weapon attack.
From first level, your god delivers bolts of inspiration to you while you are engaged in battle. When you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack.
The attack action is
the
a
attack
melee.
action is a melee
Or
or
ranged.
ranged.
Yeah.
Because it's a cast a spell action otherwise.
Yeah.
Would it be a ranged spell attack, or does it have to be a
Has to
weapon
be a-
attack?
It has to be a physical attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do that then.
Okay.
Hit.
Oh yeah.
Tight. Okay.
6 damage.
That'll really hurt him. He won't heal that
You
back.
showed him who's what.
That'll hit again.
Alright, let me try different.
Show him who's what this time.
Try different.
Who's what?
Really show him who's what. Whoa, that's pretty good.
Hey!
You showed him.
It was a feint move, alright?
I
She
showed
kind of
him
like
who's
nicked him with
what.
Oh yeah, the first one you pop him with the back of the maul, and that throws him just off balance enough for you to drop it in the air, bring your hands together for the maximum distance, and just smash that thing down into him.
Yeah.
You feel it connect, and your hands kind of shake from bones crunching.
And how, can I describe how he dies?
You might be able to
How do you
eventually.
want to kill him?
Eventually.
How do you want to
Wayland
kill him?
Did she attack
You
the one
better
we've
not
kind
be
of been
popcorn
like
right
tag
next to
teaming?
the
Yeah, the middle one, yeah.
Cool.
He's both of the two on the left are looking pretty rough.
Drop it here.
Cool. We're gonna lay into him again.
She has
Because
triple advantage.
Yeah, okay.
how does 24 look?
Let me just. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. And that'll be 10. And then
10 for
second
the first
Yeah,
one?
10 for the first one. Second attack. Ooh, okay. Good thing I'm at advantage. That'll hit again, I'm assuming. 25.
Yep.
And then 10 again for the
Babe, pour some out. The bag opening next to the mic is
Cool,
really
man.
nice.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you're just tearing into him. Your spear keeps digging in. You feel it get caught on ribs. You have to yank it out. You feel ripping and rending and cracking from just tearing up this thing's body. Okay.
Whoa.
Kobe.
You're over 2 hit.
End of career, Kobe.
Healing word on him.
Yep.
That's great.
8 back.
Whoa.
The constant
my
healing
man.
word is awesome.
And middle guy,
God, you're a better cleric than me.
you could be doing the same thing I'm doing right now.
No. I need her helping me smash this dude to bone bits.
I should probably do this. I'm gonna move up and poison spray him.
Okay.
I don't know if he's immune to it or not, but we'll see.
Pocket
We'll
sand.
find out.
17. Hit.
You hit, and it barely sizzles. Roll damage.
15.
You hit it, quickly evaporates away, and there's like a discoloration that then disappears on his skin.
So didn't really affect him at all.
Doesn't seem to have.
Yeah, I figured I'd try.
Okay, on their turn.
And then I'll stand back.
Again,
walks back.
Just, the huge gaping hole in this one's chest is stitching itself together before your eyes. Still open, still wounded clearly. But he looks at you quite menacingly. You know what? In fact, he takes his shield, bashes his sword against it, and stares deeply into your eyes. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You want to use
This time.
Yeah.
Oh, use the
Okay, we'll use the divine reroll. Let's see if the party helps.
That is a 15.
Oh!
You got it! You got it!
Thank the gods!
Thank you. That was Wiley, and that was oh gosh, who did the first? Who got it started?
I think
Adam, maybe. Yeah. So thank you guys. You just saved Caecilius's
All right,
butt.
As I feel the
It's
fear
dragon butt.
starting to take me, I'm gonna think about Arginvus and Behemoth and remember that I'm a dragon.
In fact, you see the blue eyes, and you feel your gaze lifted upwards to the peak that is clearly at the top of this chapel. You can almost imagine being able to see the sunrise and the light that could come from this signal up above, the signal tower.
So
Shake it off.
for single-handedly taking on one of these dudes, where it's taken like Lydia and I pretty much the same amount of time for one guy, I'm gonna give an inspiration
Beautiful.
to my boys.
Beautiful.
over here.
Player inspiration. My favorite thing about D&D. That's not in the rule.
I'm gonna use a quick, be like, I have now served the morning lord in this land. It does not favor you any longer.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That is his action. These two are ganging up on Waylon now. You got his attention. One in the middle swings upon thee, hits you once.
bring up this hit point thing real quick.
That'll be 18 points of damage.
Thanks, buddy.
And now the next one. Swings once. Gets ya.
At a 20? Ooh, row.
Yep.
14 points of, 14 points of damage. Swings again. Misses. You're again like almost dropped to one knee, like furiously trying to knock their blows away, but they're just focused on you, and they're fighting very meticulously. Like one will stab and pull back just as the other one stabs. Like they're trying to clearly, flank you and are fighting very smartly.
Yep, that's fine.
Driessa.
Fine.
Same old, same old.
Same old.
Except this time I'm going to... Can't do that one because I have
Do you have a spell that you can attack with? Like a cantrip that rolls an attack roll?
That's what I've been doing.
No, you've been having them make a save. I'm just saying it's much easier for you to hit than it is.
You have.
They're all like ranged. Well, I've got that's touch.
You're already at it.
You're like your Eldritch Blast.
I thought I get disadvantage if they're like right.
Only if they're
You
adjacent
have
to
to be
you.
adjacent.
That's what I'm asking because I thought.
I
you're
clearly
good to go.
didn't know. Okay, in that case, I'll do that.
I mean, hell, you can move back. Well, you don't want to move back, then you want to keep them in your boom range.
Okay, sorry. I thought I had to be like further than 30 feet or something.
No. Just not right next to.
So I'm gonna make one for this dude, one for this dude.
You
Two
splitting them?
separates.
Okay, which color for which?
Red for that guy,
Okay.
blue for that guy.
Got it. The red one is a hit.
Cool.
This middle boy is all that damage.
Actually, might as well just spin this shit now.
Do it. That is a hit. Give them
Love
both.
Yeah.
Choo, 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 choo.
Dip.
D10 plus 7.
Is it 2d10, I guess?
It's 1d10 per bolt.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Why can I never figure out a 10? There's one.
So really, it's D10 plus
There's one.
11.
Got
For the
it.
two.
Blue on the guy on my left.
Mm-hmm. And you said it's these plus?
Well, you're doing
Something
your
radiant.
Yeah.
Yep.
right.
Not bad on the left. That's 16 damage to the one on the left and 8 to the one on the right.
Wait.
And then 4 to the other guy.
4 to all of them.
Well, that's including it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it's her level for the extra damage, and then the burst at the end of the turn is half her level rounded up.
So it's
So that was
so it's
plus
11 additional on top of what I deal.
So that's 20 on that.
They get 7 radiant damage.
Oh, I see. So this is 20. I only added your level to that right now.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
then I'll
I
do-
couldn't see the numbers.
Yeah, then I'll do the 4 at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not trying to make it harder than it is.
And then 4 to everybody, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot. That's a lot
The
of
2
damage.
on the left and the middle are like starting to sway. I mean, their bodies are scorched from this radiant flame.
too.
Bits of flame are catching their gray, dry flesh on fire. But they continue to fight on.
So you're saying the 2 that are in front are
Yeah.
looking pretty wrecked.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry.
Yep, no problem. Castilius, you are up.
Also hitting my shield now as I attack him.
In almost a
Locking
mockery
eyes.
of him.
Yes.
Not even mocking.
What'd you get?
Let's see. That is a 14.
That is a hit.
For 10 damage.
Okay.
And I will swing again.
That is a hit.
Still a hit.
For 10 damage.
You hack and hack and hack. Skin is flayed. He's half bones. You get a good hit on his face, and his jaw splits in half, and is kind of hanging there now. Continues staring at you. Esme,
If I do a spell attack on the one against me, is it going to be at disadvantage?
if it's a ranged attack.
range.
If it's an attack roll, then yes.
Okay.
If it's melee, no.
Right.
It's not. Can I target that one back there then, so it won't be at disadvantage?
It'll still be a disadvantage. It's if there's any enemies
Any
adjacent to
enemies.
you.
Oh, okay. I understand.
They're
okay.
like disrupting you.
Yeah.
I
You're
got
trying to cast it, and he's like, stop. What was it
What
like?
was he like?
That would distract me.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stop!
We're trying to cast a spell here.
All right, so I'll do a healing word to myself then.
Okay.
For one,
And that doesn't take
Plus-
a
Wait,
spell
you
slot.
can
Plus your
actually.
wisdom.
I know, yeah.
How done are
What's
you?
in 0?
I'm at
The
25.
stupid spell.
You can re-roll that with one of my empowered healings.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, you're not 5 feet. Take it back.
Rewind.
Sorry. Just pretend it's like you were gonna bless me or something, and it's just like
Oh, damn. I'm gonna give Raven inspiration for a good burn.
Well earned. That was a
Big burn.
nice divine burn.
Divine burn.
That was a divine
Okay,
burn.
what do you got, Lid?
All right.
just kidding. I love you, Lily.
That is a hit.
I couldn't read it.
It's a 13.
Thanks.
Yeah, you need those high viz dice. Oh my god. Minimum roll. This is on the one right in
Do you
front of you, right?
have
Yeah.
it? Okay, just checking.
I don't really know. I took my glasses off.
I can't see.
Wayland.
Why is she suddenly like?
I don't know.
We're going
Her
back
hip broke.
into the.
When Lydia's glasses come off, she just turns into a
She's like an old
Turns into
crone.
the moon hag.
While Lydia reveals her like true superhero identity, taking off glasses, we're gonna just lay into this.
Same
dude.
one, the middle
Yep,
one?
Same one. 10 plus 7, so that'll be 17.
That is a hit, sir.
Mm-hmm. How does an 11 look?
That
It
is
looks
pretty
good.
And then this guy again. 16 plus 7, so 23.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Pretty sure they have a 12 armor class.
Yeah. Oh, 9.
I mean, he's barely standing. One of his legs is dropping now. His shield arm is low, and he can kind of throw it up.
Too.
But he is still standing. Hedge, the one in the center, is looking quite rough. Its eyes are kind of fading a little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna healing word her this time.
Cool.
Motherfucker.
For 7.
What? I didn't say anything.
And then,
I'm only at 13. Sorry.
oh, you are?
No, you're good.
Oh, I thought you were higher than that.
There's
no way I'm gonna know.
Mr. Oh, I'm at max now.
Yeah,
I
then
know,
then I
right?
started.
that went so fast.
The schoolyard bullies came
Con
in,
save.
Con save.
kicked me into the corner.
Yes. Let me see what that is. There we go. Pass.
Cool.
Nothing?
So it's a cantrip.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
No.
I can't not repeat dumb
Nope.
shit he says. I can't. And our whole marriage is based on that.
That is 100% true. Caecilius, the one in front of you, continuing to swing on you. And you're just
Can't
lost.
find
It's
purple.
so weak now. It's swinging. You can feel the strength leaving its body. Not because it's exhausted, because actual sinew and muscles are broken from its shattered body. This one continues to focus on you. You got its attention. So, 2 swings on you from the one in the middle. Oh my gosh, the first one got you.
Mm-hmm.
You're still
That'll
up.
be 9 points of damage. And the one in the back, he no longer has disadvantage, correcto?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh man!
You're just barely holding on, just swinging, block all
Quite
the hits.
literally.
And with that, yes.
Oh man! I am
Same
still alive.
darn thing. So I'm not gonna use that blue. So,
I'm still aside.
and I'm gonna attack them. Red's gonna be this guy. Clear's gonna be this guy.
Okay, got it.
That's a 20.
Oh! And that's the middle guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then that one does not make it, right?
It does.
Yes,
It totally
okay,
does.
That
Yeah.
that 11.
Yeah, you get like a plus.
They have like a
7
12
or
armor
something,
class,
right?
I think.
Yeah,
I have
plus
like a
your
plus.
abilities.
7.
Is it 7?
6 or 6 or 7.
I think it's 6.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay, so that hits.
Yeah, they both hit. So you're rolling double dice on middle guy,
Gruel.
plus 7 because of your radiant consumption.
Do I even have
A
another
combination of
10?
cool and great.
I need a 10.
Just roll
No, I
his.
got
Roll
one.
his first.
I got one.
So that we don't have to figure out which dice is.
Okay,
which.
wait. The double is going to be
Okay.
10.
17.
Yeah.
How does it die?
He just splits into a million pieces.
Gray meat just rains onto you, Esme, and batters your shield.
When you lick your lips a little, you're like, meat.
I didn't want that.
And roll your damage for the other guy, please.
The beast inside you did.
Yeah.
5.
It's 12 damage, right?
You rolled 3
Grab,
fives.
graboid explodes.
Yeah.
And then they all take
That was the other
4 more, right?
Yeah, 7 and 4. You got the 7 in there already.
I got
right?
it, yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Alrighty.
Oh, and
Caecilius.
then boner, heal myself.
Okay, boner heal is done. Caecilius, you're up.
My boner action.
Is he looking fairly wrecked?
Yes.
Alright.
In fact, he's like, the light is kind of faded in his eyes. He's looking at you, and again, just having trouble using the body that he's inhabiting.
We'll continue on.
That is a hit, sir.
You did it.
14 damage.
How does he die?
Oh man. He's gonna bash the knees down with the shield, and just in a flourish,
Oh,
the head
yeah.
off. And then he's gonna take a step towards that one over there.
Yeah, no meat.
Does
explosions.
more meat go onto Esme?
Yeah, that's my covered in meat.
Why y'all doing
I'm
this?
gonna call meat party.
Get out. Yes, that is a hit.
I won't call that out in character. Just in real life.
Thanks for the clarification.
Drop my last first level smite into this
Whoa,
one.
do it. If only you were lawful good.
Yeah, if only.
Although I guess Smite would still eat it.
I'm so sweaty.
What the van's on?
26 damage.
Not bad, not bad. I mean, this one's relatively fine. It's focusing on Waylon. You come over, it turns towards you just as you connect with it, right in the shoulder. Divine light just burning it from all directions. Esme!
Cool.
I would have moved I would have moved over to where she could have got in.
I will bonus action, boner action, healing word, my pal Wayland. +3.
Waylon, you take 5 points of healings.
And now I will attack.
Cool.
With my regular
Almost
action.
double-digit health.
I did it.
Is his fairy fire gone?
No.
Oh,
The other one's dead, though.
That's what that marker was.
Yeah.
What's this one there?
Yeah, there's still one in there.
Oh, that was
If
completely
that was-
blocked
yeah,
by
yeah.
miniature.
If that was the case,
Sorry.
can I get another roll on there? Just
Yeah,
in case?
Yeah.
Alright,
let me
roll those d8s again.
Roll 4 more.
4 more d8s.
4 more d8s, yes.
Swing scoop!
Is that 18 more?
18.
You don't get to add any.
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah.
double the
18
dice.
more.
Okay, that smite, you kind of just stomp through the wreckage of the other 2 bodies. This one turns to you just as you raise your sword. Again, Driesa's light seems to illuminate it, and it starts glowing as you just come down. Light beaming through its entire body.
I will never do anything greater than that after
That was,
the
that was pretty good. Esme, you did a healing word, but you're still up, right?
I made it. I
She
made
hit.
the attack.
Yeah.
I haven't rolled damage yet.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
got it.
Probably should have taken that.
Every
Go ahead,
time.
let's see, double ones
Give me
again.
ones. Nope.
Well, 1, 1, 5. So that's 9 total damage.
Yeah.
Correct. Good math.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. It's one
No,
of the
it's
things
not
that-
often the DM gets complimented.
It's one of the things I like
I'd give
about you.
Thank you. I'd give you an inspiration, but I can't. You already have one.
But you said I could have 2.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
he did.
I think I did, actually.
Y'all were there.
I did.
You did. You said that she could overlap
She
the one she
asked,
started
you
with.
said yes.
Well,
Your hair
I gotta
looks
follow
really
through
good
now.
today.
Oh, thanks. No, too late now. No, that wasn't organic. It wasn't natural. Gotta follow through now. Wayland.
Waylon's gonna kind of like smack his shield arm into his chest and just start going into this guy now too. He's limping, dragging his ass to this guy, but he's going after him. 17.
That'll do.
It'll do.
10. Consistent 10 damage here today, folks. In the life of
going.
Wayland. Yeah, that's
They'll
a 17 on the dice. So
That'll do.
give it to me. Again, a 10.
You guys are nuts. God,
And I'm going to drop
Give me that
a.
inspiration back.
I'm gonna drop my second unwavering mark on him.
I'll never get
Which
rid
is
of
he
that.
has to attack you or disadvantage on anyone else. Well, it is his turn.
No.
Oh, I just moved it there. See, that's what always happens. BS is just so bad at initiative. I always skip Raven because, I move it, then someone talks.
I get it. That's whatever.
Yeah, whatever, Jeff.
You
know what? You lose your turn. I'm going to stand by it. I'm standing by the things I say today.
8 back.
Oh, thank God.
And con save.
Okay.
You can't handle me at my skipping your turn. You don't deserve me at your double.
Made it.
You definitely made it, yes. Okay. He looks at you, Wayland. Radiant light burning in his eyes. Swings on thee. Gets you for 13.
Oh, still up.
Swings one more time. Misses. As he swings, you grab his sword arm and pull him into you as your allies pummel him with spells and blades, and his gray flesh falls to the ground. He is no more.
Can you take a quick break?
Woo!
So, there's 4 rounds left on the candle.
Yeah.
She and I are, when we come back, be able to just burn.
Healing words.
When did you move there?
Last turn.
Before, it wasn't, you haven't gone yet. You can move away.
You would have gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you would have been able to get out
So I
of there.
get to go back to the top?
So
We'll have to roll.
that's 8
Okay.
healing words, right?
Yeah, it'll be 8 healing.
Roll them.
On who?
Roll them.
Okay. Do it on probably on yourself, and I'll do it
I'm
on
going to go
me.
get the overlay ready with music, because I
8
forgot
for
to
each
include
of
the
us, or
music. Guys,
Four.
we'll be right back in about
Wait,
10
we're all
minutes taking a break. We
taking
hope you don't go
healing?
anywhere, because there is much more of this
Don't
haunted
go,
mansion
guys.
to explore.
So
So
Yeah, hit the
that's
break.
7.
Driftwood, please just drift by. Kick dirt till you find wood that's intact. Stomach turns at the pieces of past. Things that don't get to be washed up in my feet. So kick it back, hum a song. Switch the thought
Hey everybody, we are back. So, to summarize, the party just fought a group of revenants who looked like they were once paladins who served this once noble house of Argynvostolt. They are currently in the Chapel of the Morning Lord, facing east, a beautiful stained glass window with one panel that's been shattered and fog billowing in. Above them, rising some 40 or 50, maybe even 60 feet from down here, they can see what looks like a signal tower that is no longer lit. Just some housekeeping really quickly. I want to thank Kimages from Welcome to the Party for doing all our new little headers down at the bottom. So those are looking much nicer.
Thanks,
I don't think you guys have seen it yet. It's on the Twitch stream, not the overlay. It's like the About Us and the YouTube stuff. She made some little buttons for us, which is awesome of her. So yeah, thank you so much. Quick shout out to Shan, who's making Perler art. She did a Castle Mac logo in Perler art. I don't know if you guys saw it.
I did see that.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
cool. So I put that with the collection of commissioned artworks. Fantastic. Other quick things, you guys can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and our Discord if you'd like to keep hanging out. We want to talk D&D all day, every day, and we will.
You can also find us on Twitch. I'm just kidding.
You're silly. I think that is all the housekeeping we have. Thank you guys again for those bits that saved Caecilius' bacon. You can see that we've upped the threshold for the next one, which will be in 400 more bits, one more party reroll. With that, you all are standing in this chapel that is still somewhat illuminated by Triesa's radiant light, and the place looks new and beautiful, and you can imagine yourself being here and being holy warriors, and Caecilius, you especially, just feel this great sense of purpose. And then her radiant consumption ceases, and the motes of dust and the oppressive darkness of Barovia slowly sets back in.
As I'm kind of walking past, one of them do the lay on hands and essentially just wipe my wounds. So where it's just wiping blood off and there's nothing.
But behind it, it's all closed shut.
So bad.
I'm gonna pick up their swords though. Just kind of under one arm. I'm gonna set them on the altar, somewhat ceremonially, so they're like looking at each other, and then looking up to the bas relief of the morning sun. We have cleansed your chapel. Souls that inhabited these bodies can be returned to you.
Beautiful. You are met with naught but fog billowing and darkness, but you feel a renewed sense of purpose.
Are there
Where to?
cues like
There are no longer. There
Okay.
probably were at some point, but they are all gone.
Wayland's
There
gonna,
are
like,
big bits of wood all over the
lean
ground.
against? I guess this is a pillar right
Those are
here.
pillars, correct.
And like pry his plate mail from piercing him from that big hit he took in the beginning. As you said, it like bent in a little bit.
His armor bent in and kind of shattered a little bit.
Pry it. So
I mean, all of your gear is starting to look pretty shabby. You haven't had proper time to really care for it, nor the materials. So, but yeah, you see Wayland over there just like prying it free of his wound.
I guess looking at, obviously, as like to climb this tower, and to dress like I saw the light shining at the top of this tower when the divine energy you unleashed was throughout.
How does he look?
pretty fucking rough, man.
Really?
Pretty rough.
Yeah, he's,
Really handsome though.
I mean,
You
handsome.
guys,
rough.
you guys
I go over brush the
burned,
hair out of his
you
eyes.
burned a bunch of healing words on him, right? Did
I'm
you do that
still
with
on
the remainder of the?
themselves.
No, I did. I never took damage. I did it on him.
Yeah, I'm still.
Even after that, what are you at hit points wise?
I'm at 27 out of 67.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
he's leaning and breathing
All right,
heavy.
I'm gonna come over and actually cast a second level cure wounds on him.
Cool.
So
Would
12
you-
back.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
Well, take that back because
Yeah.
you guys are taking a breather.
Yeah.
If you recall,
right, yeah.
Castle
Yeah.
Mac uses a house rule whereby we make short rests like 3 to 5 minutes, but we limit them to 2 per 24-hour period, or really more like a 16-hour period. We find that makes the game flow much better, and it's not weird to rest here for an hour.
I'm going to take my lay on hands back then, because that's a long rest.
Yeah. Take it back. Do your short rest. Burn those hit dice. Burn them all. Every one of them.
I mean, I will.
Don't be so mean.
I'm a DM. I have to be both
It's what I
mean
do.
and kind sometimes. I
And
forget
what?
how to do that one though.
I had too many cookies.
I'm still working on this one. Man.
Anyone want an old lifesaver?
18.
No, thank you though.
Yeah.
While everyone is healing, nice. That was in her
I
pocket.
too,
Man.
I wasn't
It's
sick.
a pocket lifesaver. While everyone is
Sure.
healing, I want to throw a shout out to our friend Andrew. You can actually find a link to his music down below if you click on the Bandcamp. He has written all of the music that we are playing tonight and is continually making more. You can go listen to it there at any time. They've got some pretty cool names, if I do say so myself. This one is Beyond the Amber Doors, A Mountain Shadow.
It's what?
And we are also playing
Beyond.
The Lord of Only Mist and Shadow.
When can we get our sponsorship from Red Vines and then also Howard Dean?
Well, if
Yeah.
you guys didn't forget.
Okay, let's get back into it. Everybody all healed up from your short rest?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Burnt up some hit dice?
Still kind of leaning on his spear a little bit, but he's good now.
Now that Waylon looks better,
Full?
we should go up.
3 away. Not worth it. Not worth
How can we
another
get
hit
up there?
dice.
Can we climb?
The stairs.
There's stairs.
Yeah, remember those the 2 staircases there?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great.
Left or right?
Is it like a magical light up there?
It's not a light.
It's not.
It's a signal tower. And
Oh,
the signal is no longer lit.
okay.
But when Caecilius said he saw a light up there when Driessa was doing her radiant consumption.
Got it.
Well.
Okay, I will go upstairs.
Okay. We're going to switch over to here. This is the second level.
Perfect.
I'll eat this cookie, so we have some space.
Okay, I'm going to not be quite as precise in the spirit of time here. Yes, that is correct. Sorry. Is that correct? No, that needs to come down. Sorry. It's actually like this. Nothing there, nothing there. Sorry. There we go. Oh god, leaning so far.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna die.
It's not easy, is it?
Yeah, but I'm pretty proficient at it, so it's fine for me.
He's got proficiency in it. Apparently you don't. That's what he's implying, at least.
My
Spiral
my
staircase?
lines are great.
Everywhere I go, people tell me I have the
Yes,
best
they
lines.
are.
Okay, here's what you find as you come up these stairs. Which stairs do you come up?
I think those ones.
The southward ones.
Why? Which trap is on which?
And this is what I screwed up. Those doors are inaccurate down there. Those doors are accurate. Okay, you come
Not
up.
these.
Yeah, those are not stairs there.
Excuse me.
Okay. If you would, someone pop the party marker up there as we now go to our much wider scale. Not there, at the stairs.
We're at the south stairs, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Raven. We'll just get that all fixed up. Okay, so you climb those stairs and they come to a balcony that was overlooking. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what was up here. This wooden balcony overhangs the mansion's chapel. An exquisitely carved wooden throne rests at the west end between 2 doors, and narrow archways lead to spiral staircases going up and down. Hanging from the high ceiling is an iron chandelier with candle holders shaped like tiny silver dragons. That's closer here. The signal tower continues to rise up there.
Is there a way to get up?
Do
The spiral staircases
Okay,
continue
it
up.
keeps going. Okay.
Can we go inspect the throne real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of get closer. You can see that it is still cushioned, and the cushion is still there. It's kind of the first time you've seen, anything that's maybe plush that has survived the looting. But besides that, that's kind of it. It's a huge like high-backed chair that looks directly into some stained glass, looking due east. So you could sit here and see the sun rise.
I mean,
to the
Caecilius
east.
would sit down and almost try to imagine sitting there in days of old in the sun coming through. You know, spend a long look out just.
Alright, what do you all do? You stand there as Caecilius sits down, leans his sword, rests one hand, closes his eyes.
I'll look at him and smile and cast light on the throne.
Nice. Yeah, you close your eyes and you do see light kind of pushing through your eyelids. Open them, see that the throne is glowing and Driessa is smiling at you.
He would open his eyes and smile at her.
Thank you. Feel the light on my face. I remembered what a sunrise felt like. Wasn't that long ago I took them for granted. I could even see one from my cell window when I was imprisoned.
Now, get up after that. I would give you inspiration if I could for that.
Oh, it's okay.
Do you have any
I
inspiration?
do.
You already have it? This
Yeah,
is
I
you?
got it.
Do you have inspiration, Sean?
I do.
That's yours? Well, okay.
I have 2.
I know you do.
We all know.
Where to now, party?
Are those doors behind?
Those are doors behind.
Waylon would kind of nudge one of them open with his
Okay.
spear.
I'll just
Alright.
mage hand it open.
And what you see is dramatically different than what I have drawn. In fact, Raven, you still have that wet paper towel? Beautiful. Thank you. That works. Let me give this a redo. Take 2 on that. Okay, so here you see... so I get this right. Yeah. Sorry, this is a bit of a strange... I think I've extended it too far. This really should connect to here, so just imagine with me, if you will. Is that right? Yeah, that should be back. Sorry. We'll just pretend here. It's a little longer. I've also switched colors. We're good.
Jeez.
We're good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. How are you guys? I'm fine.
Maybe I shouldn't have opened this door.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Appreciate that.
The room
yeah,
keeps
thanks, Sean.
changing while we're
It's
here.
not my name here. Come on now.
It's really
Can I,
crazy.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see why the room keeps changing?
No. In fact, you actually die.
I would give you a
As
30
you,
inspiration
as you
if I
consider
could.
it, you die. This is what you see, and in fact, this extends pretty much down the length until about here, where you see a hallway opening up that way. And same over here. Unlike the downstairs, in this at the end in an alcove, you see another big spiral staircase. And I'm just going to draw this for a spiral staircase now, okay? It's a time thing, not a talent thing. Okay, I'll draw you the best damn spiral staircase you've ever seen, Sean.
Thank you, bet. Also, I don't know who this
scared.
Sean is speaking of. It's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
In a long time. Okay.
Michael Sean.
So you open that door, and that's what you
Strahd
see.
to
You
you.
see the second floor of Arginvostolt. While there is a wall here, you can see that down here it becomes balcony, and you can kind of
Looks
see.
down on
Yeah, you can see
onto this.
this area down below, the area you came in.
Perhaps we'll come back through here once we go to the top of the tower.
Upwards we go. So he'll leave the door open, but continue back up the stairs. Kind of seeing that it's a place they vaguely recognize.
I will not draw the next story, although you do come to another level that's similar to this. There are now, I'll just draw it really small. You see essentially the same exact layout. Spiral staircases continue up. You see 3 doors coming off the back. You can only see, is that accurate? Make sure I got that right. Yeah. In fact, sorry, I'm a little confused on part of this really quick. Let me just look that up. Again, Vistolt is huge, yo. Yes.
Tiny.
You see doors here, and there's just a tiny little walkway coming out of the out of the spiral staircase. And then down below you then see the balcony, and then below that you see the chapel. And again, upwards you can see the signal tower. Seems to go up about another 30 feet from here.
The stairs keep going up.
Stairs keep going up.
Let's just keep heading up the stairs.
But there are 2 other doors up here?
3 other doors. Yep.
Oh, I didn't see the other one.
Yeah, sorry, I drew it.
That's all right.
Wait, do we want to open the doors and see what?
I want to get to the top of it, and then we can pick them on the way down.
Okay.
Okay. You continue up and you come to a rickety wooden landing with a staircase that clings to the walls of this tower. So the spiral staircases end on a rickety landing, and stairs now head up. The stairs lead up to another landing 20 feet above. The floor of the chapel now lies 60 feet below, much higher than it seemed from down there. Continue up the stairs.
Yep. And these like wooden landing. It's almost like when they're like restoring a church. Like in my mind, that's what I'm seeing with like.
Yeah, more or less. It looks like it maybe was original though. Like it doesn't look like it's been added later, but yes.
No, I'm just.
It looks like this area is not well trafficked, or was not well trafficked then.
Good catch.
Okay. You continue up, and creaky stairs climb to a wooden landing with 3 windows that look out over the roof of the mansion. So you're now above the mansion. Flanking the windows are 2 narrow wooden doors. I won't draw it for sake of speed, but I assume you continue on, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so through the 2 wooden doors, they kind of lead out to the side. Where are those wooden doors? I'm sorry, this place. There's like 70 something locations in this place, and it's incredibly difficult to follow through. Okay, so the wooden doors you just open, it opens up to the roof. And on the roof, you just look out and you can see it's pretty well ruined up here, but you do see a huge statue standing that's kind of crumbled. And you actually see on the battlements huge trebuchet that look like they're probably in need of significant repair, but you do see them up there. You go back, you continue up, you continue climbing the stair until you reach the beacon. Wooden stairs climb to this tower's peak, which has a stone floor now and a 30-foot-high pitched roof. Ravens roost on crisscrossing rafters, coming and going through small holes in the roof. 10-foot-high, 5-foot-wide arched windows are evenly spaced around the walls. Each window consists of a lead latticework fitted with small panes of transparent glass. To the north and east lies the mist-shrouded valley with dark woods, a small town surrounded by a wooden palisade, and just in the distance a lonely windmill clings to a precipice. To the south a river flows through a foggy marsh. To the west, between rocky hills, you glimpse the ruins of an abbey perched on a snowy mountainside, beyond a long stretch of fog-smothered pines. You stand up here and you feel a sense of purpose, but it's somewhat unclear.
So, for the signal tower itself,
Yes.
is there something in the center that could be lit?
It looks like there maybe was, where a bonfire or something could be lit, although you don't see anything or any signs of charring.
Can I do like a religion check or something?
You can make an Arcana check, and anyone who wants to can do any kind of check.
There's nothing there to burn.
There's nothing there. There's no wood, and there's no scorches.
I got an 18.
Okay.
What is our problem?
I got a 19.
Whatever you think it would be appropriate. I'll see if it works.
I rolled a 15.
What'd you roll?
19.
Okay. You, Driessa, and Caecilius also both are kind of like thinking about it. You feel almost a strange resonance here. And you start to think that there was once powerful magic here, but it is now gone.
That would light the beacon.
Perhaps.
I guess, yeah, touching where it would be. I guess we're both down investigating. I think he'd look up to Driessa and be like, there was some powerful magic here. And had it lit. called from the dragon or the Morning Lord. I don't know.
If only Nithis or Ennis were here, they would know.
That's not what their past took them. Yeah, perhaps we can restore the light. I mean, standing up and looking out, you know.
I don't even know how we would.
We've restored the church.
So what are we investigating necessarily? Like, what are we touching or...
Imagine, remember in the Lord of the Rings when they light the beacon towers? Remember?
That was a blink of no.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine a lighthouse minus the light.
But
It's surrounded by openings, it's very high up, and you get a sense that there was a powerful magic here.
like inside, but we're not like touching a mechanism that would have
no mechanism. In fact, it's stone and then archways in the four
like no mirrors
directions.
or anything like that.
No mirrors. There is nothing but stone up here.
I would like to use my holy symbol of Ravenkind to cast sunlight.
Okay. All right. You raise it. The beacon fills with light, and as it does, you hear this, like a resigned sigh, or like someone just completed an epic task, and you hear like the voice boom out. It sounds just like that dragon that was speaking when you saw the flames in the hearth, and it says, "Yes, restore the light." And as you cast the sunlight, I mean, you can just almost see rays of it reaching out from the tower, and you just know that people across Barovia can see it, albeit briefly.
Strahd's gonna come for our asses. I will take some of that water I got from that lake, from one of my bottles, and I'll just start sprinkling it around just to see if it'll do anything.
Nice. I mean, while there's no tangible effect, it like you do it and you're kind of like it just feels like you're doing something right there. You kind of get a sense of calm and a sense of peace in this place, but like there's unfinished business.
Well, your signal will have gone out at least for an instant to the people of Barovia.
Only Lydia was down in inspo, I'd give one.
I do have two.
Yeah, you're plenty on inspo. That was cool. It was really cool. Where to now, guys? It's a big place.
I'm gonna go down the stairs and then go back and check out
Okay.
this.
That
Third
second
level
floor.
or second level? Second level?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm still looking for a library or something.
Okay, let's check out the second level. We can move a little bit quick if you guys want, but jump in anytime you find something interesting. We'll take our time kind of exploring it. So if you would, step into this area right here.
Oops. Don't jump off the edge. In here?
Yeah. I assume that's where you guys went, so all the way back down to the second floor, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, let me just get back to the description.
How high up are like most of the rooms?
Like 10 or
ceilings?
12 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a normal.
Yep. Okay, as you enter this room, it's a large, well-appointed hallway. You can see recessed areas where maybe reliefs or sculptures or something could be, but they're all missing now. There are red velvet curtains hanging through here and right there. The one on the right kind of ripples ever so slightly.
I'll mage hand the curtain back.
As you do, you see a pedestal, and sitting on it is a bloody, severed head of Ava.
What the fuck?
You peel it back and just be the sting.
I would divine sense right now.
You divine sense and you immediately can see through that it's just an illusion. In fact, there's an alabaster head that looks similar to one of the sculptures downstairs.
Jesus. Fuck. Is this The Shining?
I mean,
Careful.
I would say as much after like smelling. No, it's just a trick. It's just a head. It's trying to turn us away.
Better be. even as he says that, you all just can't shake it. The vision is very real for you.
Let's move on for now. Whatever's casting this magic will pay for it when we find it.
Where to, fam?
I guess.
The hallway down there?
Yeah.
We know this side's destructed, kind
It is. You can even see what's left of the daylight kind of filtering in through here. You can tell that it's open that way. There are destroyed rooms there, but...
I mean, I guess even that, just a quick survey of the destroyed
please.
rooms.
Cool. No problem. So you come over here. And you kind of open the door to that. Who's in the lead?
one of those two.
I guess I would be up for that,
yeah.
because she wouldn't be going for the ruined building part.
It takes a little bit to push the door open, and as you do, you push, and you can see silken strands holding it. You kind of have leaned your weight in, and you look, and you see these 8 black, beady eyes staring at you, and you see these 8 legs kind of pull themselves back.
Cool.
Maybe the size of a Volkswagen.
Like a beetle or the van?
The beetle.
Yeah, there's a giant spider. I guess he would address the spider. I would clear out.
As you say that, you see 2 legs come from over here, pull itself up, and you can see pulls this wolf spider that's the size of a large animal, pulls itself up, and looks like it's ready to pounce.
I mean...
Let's roll initiative, everybody! Alright, let's blow this thing up.
I hate our Ginvestalt.
Oh!
What's the hate about our Ginvestalt? It's awesome.
I'm loving it.
I got the best roll that you can get. Well, that you can get.
Okay, so we are now looking at the east wing. Here's the hallway.
Uh-huh.
Lydia.
That wasn't me. That was the creaking of our floor.
Did it smell like that? Oh, sorry.
Smell like that gray flesh.
Ugh.
Gray meat.
Got all over
Is this open at all?
Yes, it is. This is completely open to the outside right here. This goes back into the hallway. And go ahead and place yourselves where you would. Caecilius, you're clearly in the door.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put you right there, and you were staring at...
This is
You
fine.
know,
Go ahead and,
Andrew's
everybody,
favorite.
fill yourself in if you would. Oh, Andrew's watching right now, too. So, Andrew, those are for you.
Put me somewhere.
I'll be
close
back.
to
I'll be
behind
like
him.
right behind
Oh,
him.
thanks, buddy.
I would have been right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm in the back. I'm pinching Hedge's butt.
It's like really bony.
Woo!
It takes a while to get a hold of it.
Well, you
I
just
keep
grab
trying.
like the
Gotta
bone.
keep trying.
Okay, let's have everybody roll initiative for me.
We did. Yeah, we're
Cool.
Yeah.
waiting on you.
Oh, my mistake.
DM.
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go. Round the horn, Driessa.
19 again.
19 again. Esme.
I got 15 again.
15 again. Caecilius.
3.
Waylon.
Bucking the trend and 19.
She's
She's probably higher. I got a flat 0.
okay. Hedge.
17.
Ooh, boy.
You underdid me again.
I know.
He's always underdoing me.
All right, let's
feel
get the
good.
combat music going.
You know what I really miss?
What do you miss?
I really miss our fight song that we can't play anymore.
I
That's
know.
a hum.
I've reached out to them
dun,
several
dun,
times to
dun.
ask if we could, but I don't
Oh,
even think
yeah.
they speak English.
What happens if
We can just make a parody
Google Translate.
version
Yeah.
of the song.
What happens if we just play it?
Yeah, probably.
Let's not do that.
I'll do
Okay, all right. Driessa, you are up. You are standing there as Caecilius is like tells him, like, you better clear out. Then you see... And you can now see there's kind of webs stretched from this to the upper floor. You can see big holes in the web, and you can see them kind of starting to vibrate.
So we see 2 of them now.
You do.
You see the web vibrating?
Ah, Jesus.
Gyrating?
Crap. Alright. I'm going to...
Spiders are fine.
I think so.
Can I see both of them with my spell sniper, ignoring 3/4 cover, etc., etc.?
I think if you move up right here, you can see both, yes.
Tight.
These are the
And
ones
is
that
there
I
a door
dropped.
separating them right there?
There is a door, yeah.
Well, that sucks.
There's a
I'm going to put you in charge of hit point boys on these guys, okay?
Hey, there's a teeny D4 here, like
Oh,
that.
wow.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry and thank you.
I'm going to have
That's an actual health.
this one make a wisdom save, please.
Okay. Can do. Let me see. Yeah, that's a fail.
Cool. That's gonna be a slow ass spider right
Okay,
now.
it's that one right there?
Yes.
Minus
speed
2
half.
AC, speed halved, and only one
Uh,
What did you
attack.
cast?
Only one attack,
Slow.
slow.
Is there anything? Okay, never mind.
It says creature.
Yeah, it's a huge area though.
It can go up to a 40-foot cube.
Mhm.
If
I guess my question is, could she hit both of them?
Oh, but since there's a wall, I didn't
yeah,
feel
but
like
it's
it
outside though. I don't know.
Triessa, roll me a d6.
would. 2.
Okay.
Flashbacks of Erebor.
Okay. Thank you.
So could I hit both? If it's a 40-foot cube?
Yes.
Alright,
I
then
think so. Yeah,
would you roll a...
sure. In fact, a 40-foot cube.
It's
Let's do
huge.
this. That is huge. So here's this guy. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
What are you rolling this for?
Just for funsies.
It's a 40-foot cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thinking.
Question. How long has it been since our last encounter?
Oh, why?
Forgive me, Father Friesland. That was my
10
Catholic thing.
minutes? 20 minutes?
Has it been
Yeah.
longer than 10 minutes?
Probably more like half an hour, truthfully.
Yeah.
You walked up, sat in the throne, went up to the...
Yeah, we
Check
did take
it out.
I was
a shoddy
asking for a
rest.
shield of faith purposes.
Oh,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
its duration?
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone. Okay, that's Triessa. Wayland, you were up. You see this spider climb up, and you can now start to hear, like, and the webs are vibrating.
There are more of them! And he's just gonna run up and smack this dude spear to the face. 14 plus 7, 21.
That'll do, yeah.
That's what I thought. For 8 damage.
Okay.
And then second attack. Give me something good. 19 plus 7. I'm guessing that'll do.
Yeah, yep, that'll do.
Alright, for 7 damage.
So what was the total damage?
8 plus 7, so
15. Thank you, Jeff. Alrighty, that's Wayland. Hedge, you're up, sir.
So you said it's raining?
And
Pretty
storming.
much.
It's
Perpetually.
raining metal, but only on the spiders.
Is it just rain or storming?
It says stormy.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a 25% chance that it's actually storming and not just overcast. Okay?
Outdoors under stormy conditions.
25% chance.
Okay.
We are in Barovia. It is overcast, but it is not storming.
Okay.
Good try.
And I just see that one. Did I hear others?
You make an insight check to see if your
I
character
did.
realizes.
I did yell
You
out.
got, and he did yell, "There's more coming." You get it. You know there's more coming.
I'm gonna hold my action
Okay.
till I see more.
Okay. That is specific enough for me. Speaking of
To cast a
which.
spell.
Speaking of which.
How many are coming over? Oh, yeah.
Climbing on walls.
We gotta get these spiders in while we got a chance. Can't have no spiders on a Tuesday.
By the way, those two are also slowed. And those are the only other ones that failed.
Do they have like disadvantage on deck saves or something like that?
I think
For
they
slow?
do on slow.
Those
You
are
check
some
that?
really realistic looking spiders.
Yeah, they're
Oh, and deck saves, yes.
perfect.
And then there's one not so realistic looking.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
that.
-2 to deck saves.
Okay, Hedge. As you hold the spell, they all climb up. Well, we're gonna do attacks here in just a second, but
Okay, so can I see into there?
not from there, no. I think it's gonna have to be these three.
Okay.
Fine by me, personally.
I'm only gonna get 2 of them. If I do it there, I'll hit him.
Yeah, you'll hit him.
That's fine.
So I'll hit the 2 in the back.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Deck saves.
Dex saves. One of them has a -2. So here's the one with -2. Failed. The other one failed.
Not great. 12 damage.
12 damage. You got me.
Yep.
You mark them. Okay, and now they get to go. And Caecilius. The other ones pretty much had to dash to get there. But Wayland, you're just like, ah, ah, as these things are coming in. And they have their front legs up, kind of probing. And as is Wayland's lot in life, they all three attack thee.
Poor Wayland.
That'll be 2 hits.
It's the path he has chosen.
Okay, that is 15 damage, and I need you to make me 2 Constitution saving throws.
15 damage total, you said?
Yep.
You good?
We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. 2 con saves, yes? Woo! Alright, first con save coming at ya. That is a 6 plus 6, 12.
12. Okay, that's a pass. Roll one more.
Again.
6 again.
No, that is 9, sorry.
Okay.
Had to figure out where they
You
were.
take 8 points of poison damage, my dude.
I hate you.
You feel it. They climb up, and you guys just see limbs wrapping around him. One bites him, and it tries to grab him with its bottom 2 limbs and pull him forward, realizing he's just too heavy. You can see them just clinging to him. And 2 come up to you, Caecilius.
Did you fail?
I think I have the damage.
You have the damage. Neither one of them are able to connect with you, Caecilius.
Do I add the poison condition to myself?
You do not, actually, no. Esme, you're up.
Some members of my party are feeling blessed, some aren't.
I feel blessed all the time. I'm an angel.
Just not here.
just not by us.
So I'm gonna get us 3.
Cool. Okay. Which the 3 Marshall?
Yeah.
Saves against poison, so that's good.
Caecilius, you're up, sir.
And you guys got +3 to saves within 10 feet of me, too. Did you remember that?
No.
You were within 10 feet.
But
You made it anyway, didn't
yeah,
you?
I made them. So unless there's a
No.
it's like
It was
it's either half or nothing.
Wayland, you see this spider, like some of its legs are dead and crippled. This is kind of dragging its abdomen on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, as these ones are crowding me and I see webs all around, I'm...
There you go.
Oh, yes! Yes! It's a 15-foot con?
15-foot.
So you'll get these 3.
Yep. And I'm,
Yeah, the webs.
Am I catching webs
Oh,
on that, too?
absolutely. 100%.
Man,
Yep.
burn them.
To
Nice.
make,
Okay.
DC 13 con saving throw.
Con save. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Dex.
I thought it was Dex for fire.
I think it's the ability is... Oh, wait, no.
I think it's a
I
dex
think
save.
Usually if it's
What's
fire,
the
it's
I
Dex.
think you're
I
right.
think you've been doing Dex in the past.
I think it's Dex. That's my saving throw.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's Dex.
So
Yeah.
Dex, here's the one with the Dex penalty. Failed. The one next to him passes, and the one in the back also fails. And the webs just, they start catching smoke.
Does the
starts
damage go
billowing
up as you go
around.
up in level?
It does. That's what I'm checking.
You need more
on
dice.
right now.
Was yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
So
is my Bluetooth connection having issues right now?
3d6.
Oh boy.
So that's 14 damage.
Woo, yeah.
Roast them.
Only one passed. The red back passed. So
Okay.
the other guys will take full damage. Yeah, you hear them. You smell burning hair.
Furry
I'm
spiders.
intent on burning every web out of this place.
Triessa, it is your go.
Alright, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on, I guess, these two boys. Where's my clue? The clear will be this one, blue will be that one.
Okay.
20.
Oh my
I said it, I didn't realize what I was saying.
god! Double crit!
I'm sweaty.
Whoa!
I don't need your blast. It's okay.
Oh shit!
Jess, I'm gonna let you roll damage, but a double 20. You just straight up blast their little burning bodies right.
Blast
just
their butt.
like
Oh
legs
my
kind of fold up
goodness.
as the bodies just fly off.
What did we just?
How did that even happen?
That was awesome.
I don't know. All right, 9, 10,
You got 2 10s.
Wow.
29, 30, 31.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's like a record for my hand.
You're just standing there, they're burning, squealing, and then their bodies just fly
Oh wait,
back.
but it's two separate, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're all good.
That's all fine.
Leland, your turn.
We're gonna make a stab into this very gimpy spider in front of us.
Do it, my dude.
That is a 9 plus 7 plus 2, so 18.
That is a hit, yes.
Mhm.
How do you kill him?
Oh, I just squelch him down and then move on to the next one. I don't have any time
Yellow
for these.
spider guts gonna spray up on your face.
Good, I'll lick them off my face.
Yeah.
8 plus 7.
Broly has
on the hurt
gotten
one?
to Wayland.
Is that the
Yeah.
hurt one? That is a hit.
Wayland's tired of this.
Wayland's changed.
Yeah,
We
8
need
more
to talk
damage
about
on him.
Wayland.
He's still active.
And then action surge, my friend.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm tired of these
Do it.
spiders.
Do it.
15 plus 2
That
plus
is a hit.
7.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
4 plus 6, 10 more damage.
How do you kill that?
Same
giant
way,
spider?
we're just cranking through these spiders. Yep.
Punching, like you have to push to get
Yep.
to the chitin, but when you do, it's like all
I
resistance
was about to
goes
say,
away.
what's the their stuff made out of? It's kind of.
Yeah, it's like that chitin on the outside, and then just guts inside. So once you push past that, you almost like slip because there's no resistance. You kind of waggle it around inside.
No, don't
This
waggle
is
it.
for Andrew.
This is for you, Andrew.
For Andrew.
One more.
Last boy. Come on, give it to me. 2 plus 4 plus 7, so plus 11, 13.
Nice.
Yeah, 13.
All right, 13 on that boy, Jeffrey.
No, that's the to hit.
Oh.
13 to hit.
13 to hit. No. You stab at that one, and it kind of rears back up on the wall, and it's got its front legs raised in the air.
Where were these
Fangs the
boys?
size of small daggers.
Should have drank more spider juice.
All right, Caecilius. This one kind of raises up on its legs, and its abdomen kind of
you
sticks
skip me?
forward.
Did you skip me?
Did skip
Totally
Jeffrey.
did. Yep, totally did.
I haven't.
Cool. It's
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
know your pain now. It's horrible.
It's this seat, maybe.
Yeah, it probably is.
You got
No,
skipped
it's not
and
that
turned on
seat.
list.
So I'm just gonna move to there,
He just plays
Man,
favorites.
double D20 was crazy.
and those 3 in the back make a save.
Woo! Okay. Farthest back. Pass. 2 in the front. Pass, fail.
16. So
16 and 8. So the one in the front right failed. He's running a 14. How does this one die?
he just disintegrates. And 8 on the other 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that all you got?
Is
Is that it?
Yeah. Actually, that was just an action, so it's a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got hit, right?
Yeah, I got hit pretty
I'll
good.
healing word him.
Yeah, because you're just concentrating, right?
Mhm.
Caecilius. This one, in fact, raises up on its legs as its abdomen points at you. Sticky webs pushes you up against the wall. You are restrained. This one slowly approaches you, Caecilius, as you struggle against it. You feel its legs kind of pull up, feel its hairy abdomen as it comes up and tries to bite you.
Advantage.
And misses. Just still.
just trying to push the shield up to where it can't bite.
It bites your armor and kind of rears back like it just wasn't expecting that much resistance. Hedge.
Mm-hmm.
The spider lunges at you. Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah, it hits.
7 points of damage, sir. And, hold on.
Well, it's in concentration.
Yeah, it might be higher damage than the 10.
Oh, okay.
So, make me a constitution saving throw.
Oh, no, I made it, actually. So, con save.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Okay, so you take 5 more points of damage, which would put it at 12. So yeah, you would still have to just roll against the 10. You do feel it kind of. You feel poison burning into your old gnarly body.
Hey.
Gnarly, dude.
That's it for the spiders. Esme.
I'm gonna go up so I can hit that spider. That's
Next to me?
yeah.
Alright.
If you wouldn't mind.
When do you get your war priests back? Is it a long rest or a
Yeah.
short rest?
I have 1 left. Just so you know.
That's a bummer.
It is.
It's a boner action.
It's a boner action. That's a hit.
Squish them like bugs.
Ooh, there you go.
6, 4.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So 13 total. Yeah, you come up and just you hit one of its legs, and the leg kind of folds in, and as it does, it tries to free itself and pulls the leg free, like stuck down from your maul. You can see some yellow kind of guts surge as it kind of tries to like skitter across the floor a bit.
That is gross.
Caecilius!
So I'm restrained.
Yep.
I can
You
attack
can,
at disadvantage.
it's an action to try to free yourself.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, you can attack at disadvantage from restraint, can't
Yep,
you?
yep.
Yes. Yep.
Then I'm still blessed though, right? So I
Yeah.
still add this
You
D4
are still
no
blessed.
matter what.
Yes, sir. Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, my dude.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Roll that damage.
So as I go, I'm just, shifting the shield and jabbing up.
Yes.
That's 11 damage.
Okay. Yeah, it tries to bite you, and as it rears back, you just push forward with the sword and finds its abdomen, and it tries to pull up, and as it does, it just opens up, and you feel these sticky guts kind of spill onto your waist.
Yes. I'm gonna try to push in further. So that's 5. Nah, that won't do it.
What'd you get?
So that was 5. That's 11. So
Okay, no.
So say 12
It pulls itself free, and you try to do it again, but it skitters upwards, and so it's kind of like its eyes are now above your face, like kind of looking down at you.
Has any of the fire that I did?
Oh,
burned
these
any more
webs!
of the
These webs are burning over
Okay.
here. Yeah, yeah. The webs. In fact, you can see like cinders kind of blowing in. Driessa. Go for that double 20 again. Splitting targets again.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's on which?
Blue.
Well,
It's,
I don't think you can see him,
only
but you can see these
probably.
two.
Yeah.
Okay, so blue. 15 and a 10.
Those are both going to be hits.
And then blue and red.
Blue and red. Got it.
6 and 1.
All right.
25.
Yeah, blue. You blast him. In fact, Caecilius, you see him starting to kind of climb around. Suddenly he just falls to the ground unceremoniously, and its legs kind of curl into itself the way spiders die grossly. Wayland!
I'm gonna continue stabbing this boy right
All
here.
right.
4 plus 7, so that's an 11.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, that'll probably do. 12 plus 4 is 16
That is a
plus
hit,
7.
sir.
Yeah. How does 12 damage look?
12 damage is pretty good. As it's skittering across the floor, you take your foot and stomp on one of its legs to hold it in place. Take your spear and just jab it into its face as yellow ichor sprays all over your face. Just
Dead?
absolutely.
Yes.
Reginald.
I have a move. I'm gonna move in next to Caecilius at the end of my turn.
Perfect.
So.
Right over here.
Just
Alright,
kind
deck save for that one in the back.
with disadvantage, or minus 2 to his dex.
That one's already long dead. Failed though.
He takes 19.
No, that one was.
No.
I thought that was the big butt over there.
Oh, yeah. Caecilius, as you're watching the webs burn, this spider is kind of like stalking backwards, and you just see lightning bolts strike it, and there's pretty much nothing left but scorch marks on the ground.
Woohoo!
That's so good. It deserves inspiration.
There you go.
What?
And with that, you've defeated my spider puzzle.
Puzzle. Stab it a couple of times.
You stand there for a moment, watch the webs burn, see the misty valley below.
Anything that we can see in the broken rooms?
Not a
Just
thing.
rubble.
You find corpses of birds all over the place that have been sucked dry. Spider egg sacs that have been, hatched and torn open. But you do not see anything of value whatsoever.
Cool.
Suppose we head on and prepare for more spiders.
All right, back to the adventure map, the overworld map. All right, so you come back out of here. You're looking at a spiral staircase that leads up. Some small rooms in there. You do see another hallway stretching out in that direction that you can now see from across the way. And Raven, I'm sorry, I'm going to need to cut in here just a little bit.
Can I open just those doors to the
I
little
didn't
rooms?
realize those
You can,
were
yep.
rooms, I'm sorry.
No worries. It's a little challenging to kind of follow this. You can see that this extends out, right, to a T-junction over there. In those small rooms, you find in one an iron tub that has wood paneling on the walls that rises to a height of about 3 feet. And above the paneling, the walls are painted with a continuous faded mural of a mountainscape. It's like a bathing room. Just an iron tub and a mural of a mountainscape.
Interesting.
In the other room, in the room beside it, you can see where some of that water was coming down in the dining hall down below. You see rainwater seeping through the cracks above, flowing into a pool, and the floor is sagging. It's wood here. The wooden floor is just sagging.
There's a pool of water there.
Pool of water on the wood.
Oh my god.
As you all see Hedge lean forward and start drinking, you can feel the wood kind of, like the wood is moist
Look at
below.
he scurries back.
Hedge in human form?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotta get a drink of water. It's
I mean,
thirsty.
Yeah.
Drink when you can, man.
Exactly.
Hedge is a practical dude.
I'll carry on to the hallway then, I guess.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, you walk into the hallway and you can see this door is actually hanging ajar.
When is it?
When is a door not a door? That is the question. It opens up pretty large and you can see another fireplace. Probably shares a chimney with what was below, right in there. If I could draw a little more accurately. You come in here and you actually find kind of a guest room. You see 2 nice looking beds with torn canopies. They've got like the 4 posters. They're standing against opposite walls and you can see a tattered rug in between them. Set into the far wall, you see the fireplace black with soot and a soft hiss kind of issues from the hearth.
I walk up to it.
As you walk up to it, ash and smoke kind of comes together to form a small little creature. And it kind of looks up at you, and it looks like, almost like a little imp or something. And it kind of looks at you, doesn't speak, kind of scurries into the hearth and almost is like pulling itself in. It's made of just soot and smoke and ash. And you almost see, when it breathes in, you can see some of the cinders kind of line with red for a second as it glows, then it exhales and they turn that hot white.
Waylon's gonna grab the stone that lets him speak with Osprey and ask, "What are you?"
It's like, what are you? Leave me be. Leave me be.
What happened here? And we will let you be.
I don't know. I couldn't care less. But this is mine now. Get out! Get out!
You don't hear this. You just see it kind of... You hear him speaking, and then it's responding telepathically.
It's not a happy being. It wants us out. It doesn't know what happened here.
Leave it for now. Come back is a fair warning that we may be evicted here shortly.
Your peace may not last, little one. We'll leave you alone for now.
It sort of looks at you and suddenly darts, like through your legs, out the door. You guys look and you see it dart down this corner and disappear, leaving a trail of billowing smoke.
Down the stairs.
Maybe up the stairs. You kind of peek over and see it like disappear up that spiral staircase.
Good. This is fine.
Anything else as we're now on this side of the room by the hearth that we can see examining?
In this room, there's really nothing else of value other than, like I said, the beds, the tattered rug.
Gotcha.
Nothing else really.
Okay. Guess move on.
Yep. That was weird. Okay. Onwards we go.
Did it look natural in any way to me?
Oh, it was totally unnatural.
Okay.
Impish creature.
Mm-hmm.
A fiend of some kind, perhaps. Okay. Alright, you continue on down the hallway. You come to a T intersection. This T-shaped hallway branches west, east, and south. You're coming from the south. 3 arched windows in the north wall look over foggy grounds. So as you come to that T, you can see these windows looking down onto what once was probably a beautifully manicured hall.
As we peek down each east and west.
Yes,
we
sorry,
see,
I need to draw it, don't I? Probably should draw it for you. Okay, we're now leading to some more of my patented circular towers. I have to reorient myself, sorry. It's bothering me that my Bluetooth connection seems to be having some issues.
Is Maisie drinking under the toilet right now?
Possibly.
You want me to check?
Wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, she heard head. She was like,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Nothing
man.
wrong with that.
I get you.
Now that I think about it,
No.
I'm thirsty.
I'm doing an inspect animal check over. Maisie passed.
Okay. This is what you all see. You come to this T.
Seems like a replica of the floor below us. So we'll have more standing rooms.
I want to check out this one.
Yeah. Alright, you come and you open the door, and the room is littered with the wreckage of ancient bunk beds. 5 dirt-caked windows allow precious little light to enter, and between them are 4 empty armor stands. Empty torch sconces line the wall, and as you come in, you see ghostly figures of knights in armor. They all kind of slowly rise and look at you, look at each other, and then just pass through you. And disappear. They kind of like slam into the wall behind you, leaving like that blue light that kind of
Almost like smoke for a minute.
Yeah.
But nothing more in there, really.
Nothing more in there.
Alright, I'll turn back and go check out the other one.
Okay.
Wayland will linger for a second in that room a little bit. It's much like the one he actually stayed in her. And he'll turn and leave.
He'd wait behind the way. Maybe as Waylon's waiting, and then, the path. You serve in an order. Even if you're not tortured, you serve in death. I mean, and he'd let you be.
Kind of stand, look at it, remember his time with the Outriders, and then move along.
Love it. Come to the other side and you find basically exactly the same room. As you search through Esme, you kind of rummage through the rubble and you see a small little wooden chest. It's not locked. You kind of pull it up. It's covered in dust. open it up, and you find velvet. You see 6 spots for potions. 2 are missing, but you find 4 potions that remain. You kind of dip your finger in and taste it, and you know that they are powerful. They are potions of invulnerability. You find 4 of them.
Holy crap.
What do those do?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess they make us invulnerable to something.
Not quite, but they are pretty good.
Resistance.
Yep.
All damage.
I don't think it's all damage. I think it's physical damage.
Like bludgeoning,
I
piercing.
think so.
Wait. Son.
All right, and then you find these 2 ornate doors, kind of leading to what you would guess is some sort of master bedroom. Just judging by the layout.
No, it is all damage.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. What is
For
it?
1 minute.
For 1 minute? So who gets potions of invulnerability?
You 4. I can cast Stone Skin on myself.
Okay. Alright, all 4 of you now have a potion of invulnerability.
Alright, that's a...
Looks like liquefied, syrupy iron.
Yum. Numbers. Alright, you guys check out this guest room.
Yes.
Alright, you walk in, and the contents of this room are similarly draped in dusty cobwebs. Between curtained windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a wry smile and a thick mane of thistledown hair. Opposite the fireplace is a large bed with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved to resemble dragons. Across from the double door stands a tall wardrobe, its doors hanging open, revealing a dark and empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture is an overstuffed leather chair that faces the hearth. Nothing else to be found in this room.
We'll leave and go check out the next room.
I think it's on to the 3rd story at this point.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. We've checked everything else.
The commander's room, no doubt.
Alright, so for expediency, it is essentially, well, it's a similar layout. I'm just going to draw it really quickly here, okay? You come up these spiral staircases to get there.
Yes.
And so we essentially have this shape. Spiral staircases here. Hallway, door. Let's see if I can get this right. Hallway over on this side. Opens up to some kind of T. So you're over here right now, spiral staircase. Oh crap, sorry, that should be the other way. That should be on this side. Boom. That makes more sense. There you go, now I just messed up a line. Yep, how the mighty have fallen, right? Okay, you guys come up this staircase, I presume. You walk up this staircase.
Silently basking in this.
You can see there seems to be a central room, and there is rubble strewn all right there. Just from where you're at right here. Ahead of you, you see 2 double doors on either side there. You know that there are doors here.
3 doors,
These
right?
3 doors are that, so you know that that's rising up to the signal tower. You can actually see another spiral staircase kind of at the end of this hallway. This hallway opens up that way and this way, probably between 2 rooms. Then you can see a bunch of rubble down here in the hall.
Yes.
So that central room that has a bunch of rubble in it, I mean, is that
I'm
open?
gonna make it easy. I'm just gonna show you this map part because nothing will make sense to you anyways yet. But you know the layout of the place now. Sorry, this place is huge.
Yeah.
Very, very challenging to map. This is it right here. You're right here. There's a room here with a bunch of rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Doors leading to a room there. Doors leading to a room there. Rubble, rooms.
Question.
You're right here, right now.
So, in essence, we have... If we walk to the southwards now, we are now above the ballroom and the roof of the
Correct. There is a
Gotcha.
wall there right now
Yeah.
where you come out right there
But
in that hallway. But
That's
yes,
not the open-
the ballroom is directly to your south, yes.
gotcha. But we can walk there now. That's not overlooking down into the ballroom. That is an actual
Correct.
room. Gotcha.
Alright, let's check out that center
Yeah.
room that's all rubble since it's right there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the logical door to go in. We're kind of poking our heads in every door we see, so...
All right. You kind of come forward and you see this rubble here. and the roof over this part of the mansion has collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. Looks like it might open up shortly. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, and other debris. Beneath the rubble lies a sagging floor and puddles of rainwater. And you can essentially see into this massive room and into these other rooms kind of adjoining.
Gotcha.
We can see into them.
Yes,
Do
you
we-
can.
Is there a door
When-
through the hallway?
There's...
Right there?
no.
Okay.
Secret door. This right here looks like a ruined ballroom. As you look in, the room has a tiled floor. Bathroom. Tiled floor with an iron bathtub with debris kind of filling the whole room from the collapsed roof. A torn curtain hangs open in a doorway on the center of the east wall. So heading out, there was a curtain right there leading into the adjoining room.
Alright.
However,
Okay.
looking to your right, the west wall of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole in a pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne, carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings, faces 3 tall windows to the west. Back to you. Slumped in the throne, you can see an armored, nailed fist. And you see it move down and grab the hilt of a great sword that's set beside it. Massive sword. It looks like you would have trouble lifting it. Well, the creature's grip on the great sword tightens. If you have come to destroy me, know this. I perished defending this land from evil over 4 centuries ago. And because of my failure, I am forever doomed. If you destroy this body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit, and I will hunt you down. You cannot free me from my damnation, nor do I wish it. If you have come to free this land from the creature that feasts upon the blood of the innocent, know this. There is no monster I hate more than Strahd von Zarovich. He slew Argynvost, broke the life of the knight I loved, and destroyed the valiant order to which I devoted my entire life. But Strahd has already died once. He cannot be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in this hell of his own creation, from which he may never escape. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and unrest, I will do, but I will destroy anyone who tries to end his torment. And he stands, and you can see long, white, flowing hair, well-manicured armor. He turns to look at you all, and his eyes gaze blue. Steps out from behind the throne and says, puts both hands on his greatsword. What do you say to that?
Say I appreciate your service, even in death, to serve a great dragon.
He kind of locks eyes with you and doesn't seem to react.
I've come searching for a history, looking for pieces of fortunes we were given.
To what end?
Won't waste your time. We meant to kill Strahd, and it will be ours. We deserve to know that now. So if it's combat we have to have, we will. But I also think he is close to finding love. In a wedding, it must be stopped.
He will never find peace. He will never find love. Weddings there have been. Peace he will never know.
And neither will anyone else that lives in this town.
As I said, he cannot be allowed to die again. You cannot sway me of this opinion.
You who would have served a great dragon would watch these people suffer just to let one enemy stand. Have you gone so long without living that you forgot your oaths?
I uphold my oath every day, and I do so by allowing that monster to remain in his own prison and pay for his crimes. It is unfortunate that there are people caught here, yes, but none are so great as to measure the scales on the other side of Strahd von Zarevich. If fight we must, then fight we shall.
Very well.
Will it be that then, knight?
Pains me to say, if you can't be swayed, we also cannot be swayed.
He looks down, reaches a hand out, picks up a leather-bound book, and says, "This will bring you nothing. Nothing you don't already know. You should accept your fate. Keep watch now over the people if you must, but leave Strahd von Zarevich to suffer for eternity."
What happens when we kill Strahd? Why must he not be allowed to die again?
Because to die would be an escape. It would be a release for him. As I and my brothers are forever bound here, so shall he be.
But he would die, and he would leave.
You think death is a fitting punishment? No. He goes mad. He sits on his throne with no release, no love. That is a fitting punishment.
It is a fitting act to save these people that he torments every day.
You know my opinion. What will it be? Leave now, or die at the end of this blade, which has slew many over the millennia.
Is there any way out of this room?
Really just this ruined entrance that you came in.
And the floor is
Stone.
okay. I thought it was sagging in here.
I guess parts of it are, yeah.
Okay.
There are parts that are wood, but I think that was the bathroom that was
Did it
wood.
look like he was holding up that book to, like, offer it to us?
Maybe not taunt you, but show you that he knew that's why you were there.
For the book?
And it looks intact.
Looks intact.
One last plea from a holy warrior to another. If we defeat Strahd and he's killed, you will have aided us by giving us that book. Your debt would be paid.
Is the book in his hand still, or
No.
Is it laying on the ground by him?
It's on the throne.
It's on the throne. Okay.
So, but I'm guessing if we snuck it over to ourselves, roll for initiative.
Okay, I could come back here, perform a holy rite. I've now served the Morning Lord here, and I've always served dragons. You're not from this. In my land, there's the king of all dragons, Platinum, who made all good metallic dragons. I am his servant. If we release Strahd, save these people, you would have atoned.
Release isn't what I want. Atonement isn't what I want. As I held my dear lover in my arms, I swore an oath to watch over Strahd, to make sure he suffers eternally. You know how strong oaths are, knight. I will not forsake his memory, and I will not free the monster.
I appreciate that. I may have been disappointed had you said anything else, but it was worth a try.
Then this is what it has come down to. And he raises his sword, and it glows blue.
It's time to dance.
And as he does that, you see spectral warriors step out of the air, standing behind him. 6 other paladins.
TPK.
And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
All right. Thank you all for joining us tonight. That was a lot of fun. Our Genvostolt is big. I apologize if it was a little bit clunky. Running a huge major dungeon like that is just hard to do with good pacing. But it was fun. It was a fun one.
You did great.
That was
See
good.
if I can make it. Oh, so close. So, yes, again, thank you guys. We will be playing again Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. with Sean DMing. We're doing Princes of the Apocalypse there. You can also catch Lydia and I Thursday night on Miniature Terrain Domain is doing a one-shot. It's actually a one-shot by the Arcane Library. I think Kelsey, who writes that, has become maybe my favorite adventure author. They're wonderful, the way she lays them out. So I have not read that one because I'm so excited. We're going to be joined by Wiley Hobbit for that one as well. So putting the gang together. You can find that at MTD&D, I believe.
That goes on my desk.
All right, so we are going to go raid off the table right now. They are up and doing some awesome things. And again, just want to thank you all. So again, join the Discord. Come chit chat with us if you'd like. And
Oh my heart.
we'll see you next time. Guys, what'd you think? How was finding Vladimir? That guy's name, by the way, if you're interested, is Vladimir Horngard.
So how many little knights were coming out?
6.
They look ghostly.
They are spectrally looking. Yes, spectral
This is
knights.
fine.
And Vladimir Horngard himself with his glowing greatsword.
Great.
All right, we will see you again on Sunday as we wrap up Arginvostolt and then find out if we can cure Esme's lycanthropy, which so far hasn't been much of an issue
anything we
other
can
than
cure.
eating a deer raw.
Which still gives me
Fine.
That did suck. All right, we are out of here. Bye, guys. Thank you so
Bye.
much. We will talk to you soon.